Hi guys,
Hey guys,
I'm Manny,
I'm David.
and you're watching under the 2000 point Warhammer 40k Battle Report. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and the notifications bell just under David there, so you know each time we release one of these videos. Today, people, today, we have got an incredible game for you. Probably one of the fluffiest, most iconic matches in 40k. I've got the Thousand Suns out for the very first time.
And I've got a Space Wolves. How come you're not playing the Space Wolves?
I know. Space Wolves, man. They're my favourite Marine faction.
Yeah.
But Crimson King, man. I got Magnus's back.
I've got Bjorn.
And if you
doing?
Yeah. I think Bjorn is very scary, but if Magnus gets into Bjorn, man, he's just going down. Yeah. Let's show you the list.
So, another run-up with my Space Wolves. I really fell in love with the army because they pack a punch. And I love how elite they are. I play Knights, so that's a step down, I suppose. Got a bit more
It's a little bit less elite than Imperial Knights.
It's still pretty elite. Yeah. So, I've got one Wolf Lord that's leading the army. That's my Warlord with an extra Warlord trait. He's got Rights of War to make all my core units OBSEC. He's got Pelt of the Bane Wolf as a relic.
The Pelt of the Beowulf.
And he's
Such
got
a good relic.
Not Beowulf, Beowulf, yeah. And he's got Saga of the Bear.
Resolve of the Bear.
Resolve of the Bear, and then becomes a Saga of the Bear.
Nice.
So basically, he's got a 6-up feel no pain. You cannot reroll wounds against him. He's -1 to hit, -1 to wound. Incredibly hard to kill. And when he finally takes a wound, he gives everyone within 6 inches 6-up feel no pain, which is pretty cool.
He's really good.
Really
and
good.
he makes everyone OBSEC within 6 inches.
Yeah,
that's right.
With the Rights of War. Yeah, so the idea is he runs forward with the Thunderhoof Cavalry and takes off primaries. So that's the plan.
He's awesome.
And I've got 3 units of Thunderhoof Cavalry with him, obviously. 4, 4, and a 3, just because I needed to make some space for my wolf pups, because you need wolf pups.
You gotta have wolf pups.
So talking about wolf pups, I've got 3 units of single wolf. They're amazing. They screen, they take primaries, they do engage on fronts if you need it, they do data intercept if you need it, they do everything you want.
Yeah.
And they're 15 points and 2 wounds each. They're amazing. I've got 2 units of Wolf Guard. With jump packs, 5 of them have Lightning Claws and 5 of them have Power Fists. I used to mix them, but I like to have them designated to kill a specific thing.
So. I think that's the better way to do it.
It's more efficient, right?
And they've all got Storm Shields, haven't they?
And they've all got Storm Shields because
Tough to shift.
Tough to shift. And they do my Scramblers, they do most of the stuff that I need them to do forward up in the field. You gotta love them. Then, going back to the characters, I've got Bjorn. Because why would you not have Bjorn in your army? It's 180 points or
180 points. He's
got multi-melta hitting on 2s, and in combat he's a beast. 6 attacks on charge, with exploding 6s, with rerolls to wound. He gives reroll 1s to wound around him because he's a Wolf Lord, right?
Wants to hit, for everyone around him.
Wants to hit, So he's great. He's got toughness 8 and 5+ feel no pain. I just love throwing him in. And
he reduces damage by 1 as well.
All the God. And then I've got Murderfang. He's less survivable, but he's got 8 attacks on charge, rerolling charges, and he's got flat 3 damage as well.
Yeah, he's a little bit less survivable, but he's a lot more killy.
Yeah, he's really killy. And he moves 8 inches.
Yeah, and rerollable charges. He is a Wolfen in a Dreadnought.
If I could, I would take 3 of him.
Yeah, he's incredible.
And then I've got a Gladiator. Because that's some chaff clearing and it looks badass. I just love how he looks.
You need some screen clearing in this army, don't you? Something that can kill a screen so that your army can run through.
In this case, I can keep him in my backfield and keep the Zangors away. It's like, you stay back.
Yeah,
it'll make money think
don't
twice.
Want to get shot by that.
Even without rerolls, he will take a chunk of them, right?
Yeah, he will.
And then we're going down to Blade Guard. 4 of them to stay in the back and protect Niall.
Oh, yes.
Because he wants to stay back, he wants to buff, or he wants to go for on the knife. Because I don't want to get in Magnus range with +2 to deny. I'd rather stay back and protect the backfield and stuff.
Yeah.
So they're great to walk around with him and screen him. And they're pretty hard to shift. I mean, they don't really do well versus mortal wounds, but everything else they withstand.
Yeah.
And I always scramble with them turn 1 because they don't really have anything to do they?
Yeah, just
it's more like a counter.
Yeah, they're quite nice.
Yeah, and that's basically my one big elite force. I've got Niall, obviously, with he knows 3 powers. He can cast only 2, but I took Murderous Hurricane to make you fight last because I don't have Armor of Rust.
Yes.
So I thought it's useful.
That's important.
I've got Living Lightning because that's my favorite one. I do different mortal wounds and then I roll. On 2 to 4,
yes.
you bounce the mortal wound.
Another unit takes
And on a
more
5,
wounds.
you do D3 mortal wounds to the unit next to them within 6 inches. That's
It's
pretty big.
nice. It's nice.
It's
I
like
like
my,
it.
It's like my Infernal Gate.
Mortal wound powers are always fun. Always
Yeah.
fun.
And I was looking for the powers, and I chose the Instincts Awoken because I'm really low on CPs.
Mm-hmm.
So this one basically enables Assault Doctrine for one of my units.
That's awesome. Oh
Because-
yes, you
yeah.
get the Super Doctor in Savage Fury.
So I don't have to spend a CP, or I can spend a CP and have 2 units with Exploding
yeah,
Six.
it's really
So
nice.
if
that
my
kicks
Thunder
in.
of Cavalry has a good target, I would just enable it on one of the Psychic Power, and then with a CP on another one, and have both with Exploding Sixes.
It's really
Before
nice
time
that kicks in with it.
Yeah.
That's a cool psychic power.
Yeah, yeah.
I like it.
I thought it's
like
really cool. It becomes kind of useless like turn 3,
Mhm.
but before then it's really good, really good. So yeah, that's
Right,
that's my
right.
elite force.
So this is the force that's come down to kill Magnus on Prospera.
You know what Beyond does to Magnus?
Yeah. It's the awesome Thousand Suns army. I love it. I think it's class. It's my first run out with the army, and it's not particularly competitive. First thing to remember, Thousand Suns are not one of the top factions out there, but I think I can give Space Wolves a pretty decent game because one thing we do have going for us is mortal wound output, and I know Space Wolves are a new codex and we're one of the oldest codexes, but I think mortal wounds is a good way around the Space Wolves. It's a good way of causing them some
invuls
problems.
and toughness.
Yeah, it's a good way of causing them some problems. But I know it's going to be a tough game. But I think the mortal wounds should help me quite a lot along the way. So to start off, we got the big boy himself, Supreme Command Detachment with Magnus in it. Why would you not take Magnus? He is incredible. He has to be my warlord, of course. Mm-hmm. So he knows an extra power. That's his warlord trait. So I chose for him to have Gaze of Fate because the reroll is incredible and he's the only one in my army that can actually take the Gaze of Fate power. Infernal Gateway as well, does a lot of mortal wounds, and again, he's the only one that can actually take that. And then I put Death Hex and Doombolt on him, just because they're cast on an 8 and a 9, and he has +2 to cast, so he's the most reliable person to cast that with. So those are the 4 powers I chose for him. And of course, he gets reroll 1s to cast, and he gives everyone around him reroll 1s to cast. And he's no slouch in combat. Should really help me quite a lot in combat too. Yeah, very scary. Very, very scary. I love him. He's incredible. And then I've got 2 patrols. So the first patrol, he makes free, which is the Cult of Magic patrol. The reason why that's Cult of Magic is I only want 1 model in my army that benefits from Cult of Magic, and that is this awesome sorcerer here with the flamey backpack. I really like the guy having the warlord trait from the Cult of Magic. I think it's really cool. So I bought him the warlord trait from Cult of Magic, which is devastating sorcery. So each time an enemy unit would take a mortal wound from one of his psychic powers, you increase the number of mortal wounds taken by 1. And it gives him access to Astral Blast in addition to his other powers, which means the closest unit within 9, 15 for him, because I'm Thousand Suns, takes D3 +1 mortal wounds from the warlord trait, and then every unit around them normally takes 1 mortal wound, but they all take 2. Which is really cool. So that Astral Blast is an awesome power to have access to. And like I said, I gave him that Warlord trait for the extra mortal wounds, and that's why. And then I've also given him the standard relic in my army, and that's Arcane Focus. And that is also from the Cult of Magic, which is awesome. And that gives him +1 to cast his powers, because I want him to do a lot of work. So like I mentioned, he knows Astral Blast automatically. And then on top of that, I've given him Infernal Gaze and Zinch's Firestorm. So he knows 4 damage powers.
Why not?
Astral Blast, Infernal Gaze, Zinch's Firestorm, and Smite.
How do you remember them?
It's amazing, isn't it?
You go to the tournament, you're like,
Yeah. So he can do 4 damage powers. He can only do 3 of them, of course. But the reason why I gave him 3 24-inch ones is Astral Blast is only 15-inch range. Yeah. So any turn when that's not in, I can pay an extra CP and do all 3 of the other ones at long range. So he's an amazing mortal wound battery.
Yes. With
really.
The +1 mortal wound is insane.
Yeah, he's really, really good. Then, like you can see, everything else in his patrol doesn't benefit from having a cult at all. And that's why you can tell I didn't want anyone else to have Cult of Magic in my army. I just wanted him. So that's why the rest of the detachment is all Zangors, which can't benefit. So, of course, I've got the one big unit of 29 Zangor with the Brayhorn. Brayhorn gives them an 8-inch charge from reserve, which is what they're there for. Their aim in them is to drop in, charge something, kill it,
and
try to live. But yeah, most likely die. No delusions about that. Then I've got the 2 units of Enlightened. I wanted to do a bit of a mix. I wanted to see how they work. I've never used them before, and I've never seen them being used before, really. So I wanted to try them out to see how they do. So I've got 1 unit with the Great Bows, because I want to see how good the shooty ones are. Then I've got 1 unit of 9 with the Divining Spears for combat threat. And I think they just add a bit of mobility to my army, especially being able to warp time them around. And then I got 1 Shaman in the army. Now, he's got Temporal Manipulation, so he can heal D3 wounds on a friendly Thousand Suns model within 18 inches of him. And that's probably going to be when Magnus or a Sorcerer gets wounded and stuff, he can heal them. So that's what he's there for. And he gives +1 to hit to all the Sandwars, which is very nice. And then I've got my 2nd patrol, which is the last thing in the army. I've got Araman. Araman's incredible. 170 points. He's always in the army. He can cast 3 powers. Why would you not take him? He's got +1 to cast. And he gives everyone reroll 1 to hit as well. He's a mini Magnus. Mini Magnus. And he's the one who's got Warp Time, Prescience, and then I've just gave him Zinch's Firestorm, just so in a turn when I need, he's got 2 damage powers in Zinch's Firestorm and Smite. But Warp Time and Prescience, he's pretty much going to be doing those 2 powers all game because they're really important. So that's why you take him on Araman. And then I've got another Sorcerer with him. Over here. There he is. And what I've done is I've paid 1 CP to take an extra relic in the army, and he's taken the Dark Matter Crystal. So once per game, I can choose him or a friendly Thousand Suns infantry unit within 12 of him and redeploy them 9 inches from the enemy. Brilliant relic. And then that guy's got Weaver of Fates, which is the +1 invulnerable save power, and then Gift of Chaos, which is a mortal wound power, but it relies on him getting close to the enemy. He's basically there as a buffing guy for the +1 invuln power. So that's what he's there for. And then this is Cult of Duplicity. So he also knows the Sorcerer's Facade, which is like, it's like a Gate of Infinity. If I cast it on a 7, I can pick 1 unit up. It has to be Cult of Duplicity. Pick a Cult of Duplicity unit up off the board and then redeploy them 9 inches away from the enemy. It's a great way of getting around the board. And that's why I didn't want anyone else to be Cult of Magic, because the only good thing about Cult of Magic is that one guy who's got the Warlord trait for extra mortal wounds doing Astral Blast. So everybody else is pointless taking it, right? Everybody wants to teleport around. So that's why they're all Duplicity. And in that, I have got 2 5-man rubric squads. They're just there to do actions for me and stuff, hold objectives and do actions. And both of the sorcerers, the aspiring sorcerers in the rubric squads, have got Glamour of Zinch, which is the -1 to hit power, just so they can buff random units, maybe their own, if they're sitting on an objective to make them more survivable. And the last thing in the army is my MVP unit. Oh, yeah. Right at the front there, because they're my favourite unit in this army. A unit of 10 Scarab Occult Terminators. They look absolutely awesome.
Are they like a third of your army?
Pretty much. Yeah, they're 400 points pretty much. 380 points for that squad. Almost as much as Magnus, but they're MVP. I love them. They've got good shooting, good combat, and great survivability. What's not to like about them? And like I say, they can gate themselves around the board. They've got a sorcerer in the squad who, of course, knows Sorcerer's Facade automatically, but then also has Temporal Manipulation, so he can heal the Terminator in his squad if they get damaged or a character nearby. And that's the whole army. And yeah, I think I'm going to cause you some problems today, David.
You would, if you had the new Space Marine rules with more wounds, but you don't.
Yeah, you know, I'm really excited for these rubrics and Terminators to gain an extra.
They look really good. I really love that army. So the secondaries were pretty straightforward. I took Warrior Pride because my army relies on running and charging. So turn 2 onward, I'm expecting to be in combat with 2 units or charging 2 units every time. So hopefully 12 points on that. Because I'm going in and fighting, and Manny has 5 characters, I think. I took Assassinate because everyone I kill is 3 points. I'm hoping for 12 because I'm expecting him to hide Sorcerer here and there. But the idea is I want to go into his deployment zone, kill whatever I can, and take his primaries off. So might as well take up secondaries that will work with that. And then the third one, I couldn't really think of any good ones. And whenever I cannot think of any good secondaries, I take Scramblers because they're the safest one. You scramble with your Blade Guard turn 1, then you're moving your Wolf Guard, scrambling in the middle, and then somewhere in the last 3 turns you just scramble in the enemy deployment. And that's an easy, secure 10 points. So I'm hoping to be going for a pretty good score now.
Secondaries were a little bit weird for me. The first 2 were quite easy to pick, and then the last one I just had to like go out on a whim and take one and say, let's see what happens with it. First one was Linebreaker. I think that's a great one for me because I've got the Cult of Duplicity in the majority of the actual, Rubric and Scarab Occult units in my army. Having the Cult of Duplicity means I've got that Sorcerer's Facade power where I can basically Gate of Infinity around the board. So I can remove a unit from the board and put them down 9 inches away from the enemy. I can use that to teleport a unit into David's deployment zone, and then all I've got to do is like Deep Strike another unit in, or use the Dark Matter Crystal Relic that I've got to move another unit over there, and I could just get 2 units in David's deployment zone like in turn 2 and then get it from there onwards. So I'm hoping to get it turns 2 onwards, but if I can get it turn 1, that'd be really nice. I think 2 onwards is more realistic for me, but I'm looking for 12 plus points on there because I think I should pretty easily be able to do it for 3 turns, and I'm hoping to do it for 4. So 12 to 15 points on Linebreaker. The second one was Deploy Scramblers. Deploy Scramblers is really nice for me because I've got the 2 units of 5 Rubric Marines. They don't really die very easily to 1 damage shooting, which I know David's got quite a bit of on the Gladiator and stuff. But also, they can, because they get +1 save against 1 damage, but they can cast powers to, protect themselves, and they've both got Glamour of Zinch, so they can make their units -1 to hit. So them just deploying Scramblers and then like another unit Sorcerer's Facading towards a different area of the board to scramble for me the next turn is pretty reliable for me. So I think Scramblers is a really good one to take for me. I think I should definitely get my 10 points for that. The last one was a little bit harder, but I thought, While We Stand could be a decent choice because to kill Magnus, David has to engage me in this game. He's got the multi-melter on Bjorn, but other than that, if he wants to kill Magnus, he's got to get up close and personal. He might be able to do it, but I might be able to screen Magnus off for long enough that he doesn't actually go down. So Magnus could get me 5 points. The 5 that I'm pretty much damn sure that I'm going to get is the Scarab Occult Terminator unit. That's my other one. I think those will guarantee survive to the end of the game. They're my toughest unit by far. And then the other one is the Zangor Blob, the 29-man unit of Zangors. They are so going to die. That unit never makes it to the end of the game. They come in, they either fail their charge or make their charge, and then they die. They do one job and then they die. They nuke someone and then go down. So, I'm under no illusion of getting an extra 5 points from the Zangor. They're definitely dead. But the Scarab Occults and Magnus could get me 10 points. Let's see how it goes.
The mission for today's game is Surround and Destroy. It's mission number 21 of the Strike Force missions from the Grand Tournament 2020 pack. This is a take and hold primary objective mission where at the end of each player's command phase, the player whose turn it is scores 5 victory points for each of the following conditions they satisfy. They control 1 or more objective markers. They control 2 or more objective markers. They control more objective markers than their opponent controls. This primary objective cannot be scored in the first battle round. There is also a secondary objective for this mission called Surround Them. Let's see how the game goes.
We've just deployed everyone, and as you can see, man,
exciting.
He has no fear. Look at him. Look at him. The Primarch, the Crimson King, is just deployed right out in the open. Of course, he's 4 inches back from the front line
because he's not that heroic.
Just so he doesn't get charged.
There's nothing threatening him. But he did deploy 4 inches back, just in case there was.
Yeah, he went down 4 inches from the front line before all of the Thunderwolves were down, just so he couldn't get charged by Thunderwolf Cavalry.
Yeah, because if I deployed on the line, I could technically make the charge. If he was on the line.
I have a unit of Scarab Occult Terminators in here. My Scarab Occult Terminators went there, and that's because they're Cult of Duplicity. So I can use Sorcerer's Facade Psychic Power to teleport them around the board. Yeah. All 3 of my Sorcerers have gone here. The really good one that does Smites, the guy with the crystal, and Araman. They've all just gone there so they can't get shot. My 9-man Zangor unit went there. 9-man Zangor Enlightened with the combat spears. They've gone there just so if David wanted to get an angle to shoot them with the Gladiator, he would have to deploy over there, and then it was an easy charge for Magnus to kill the Gladiator.
Very easy one.
So I was like, that's fine if he wants to do that. I've got 5 Zangor Enlightened hidden here behind this obscuring, because more than 5 inches tall, this obscuring rock here. So hide in there, and then my Shaman is next to them, just to give them pluses to hit and stuff.
And then I've got 2 units of 5 Rubric Marines over here.
What's the last time we've seen Rubric Marines on the table?
I know, man. I know. It's just so that they can like get to this objective, get me a few points with OBSEC, and they can scramble for me. That's what they're in the list for.
Yeah.
And they're tough against single damage shots. If you try and shoot them with single damage weaponry, they get +1 to saving throws. So that's the idea with them.
save and invul, basically.
Yeah, so they can be tough objective holders for me. And the only other thing I've got is 1 unit of 29 Zangor, and they are in reserve for 1 CP.
That's the infamous Zangor bomb.
Yeah, Zangor bomb. They do have a Brayhorn as well, so they've got +1 to advance and charges, which should be interesting. How about you, David?
So
what did you do?
I actually struggled because I have to get to money, but I don't want to be in front of money. So I started up by deploying a unit of Blade Guard and a Wolf Pup in here just to contest that objective and to kind of screen a little bit, because that's 9 inches from them and 9 inches from them. Nothing can really drop in here and barely in there. So I just want to keep money away from me. And in case Magnus comes forward, and he will, I've got all that waiting for him. So that unit is 3 inches away from everything in case they get the Infernal Gateway and all the exploding bad things that deal mortal wounds.
Yeah.
I've got all my characters here, and my Wolfguard with Vanderhoof Cavalry is waiting for the counterattack, because I'm planning to move out this way, claim this side of the board, and hide in here, and then go for assassinate as the opportunities present themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And my Gladiator got deployed in here. I was tempted to deploy over there and shoot the Zangors turn 1. But Money can easily kill him. And if I keep him here, Money has a line breaker. So I'll have like a unit that can keep my deployment clear for most of the game. So that's the plan.
Yeah, I kind of saw what's going to happen there. It's really scary, that castle is that he's got there.
Castle.
Well, look at the Wolves. They've dropped. They've made their castle in the corner of Prospero. They're coming for the Crimson King. But this time's going to be a different story.
Yeah, where's
That's
Demon
what's
Russ?
gonna happen.
Where's Demon Russ?
Where's Demon Russ?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. No, I love Space Wolves, but you know. It's all about Magnus today. All about Magnus today. Well, we've got that big roll now, David.
Oh.
See what happens. I would actually quite like to go first here.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't really care to go first, but I don't want Money to go first.
Yeah.
Because he can do a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's true, man, because I think I kind of need first turn, just because I know your army hits a lot harder than mine, but I've got a few mortal wound tricks that I can do, and there is an area over here in David's deployment zone that I could take advantage of by moving people there, and if I can get some line breaker points earlier on in the game, it really helps me not having to stay in David's deployment zone in the later stages of the game. So I can kind of play for the objectives around my side a bit easier at the end if I get line breakers early on. And I want to force David to make decisions. I want him to decide whether he wants to come this way, or that way.
Yeah.
So first turn's pretty big for me because, the end game scoring. It would be huge if I could go second for endgame scoring because of warp time, and I can gate around the board with Sorcerer's Facade psychic power. But going first and exploiting that side, I think is pretty big for me. So I'd like to go
On top
first.
of that, the way I took my secondaries and the way my army works, I don't expect to have a 5th turn. You know what I mean? It's like the plan is to go in and kill everything that can do stuff.
Yeah, you want to kill me early on. Yeah, exactly. Right then, let's roll, David. Let's roll.
I'm going for the white one.
Of course you are. Obviously you are.
And it's a 5.
Oh, he's rolled high. We need a 6. Can we get a 6? No, we can't. So we're going second, and David is going first to see what he can do.
Okay, so movement phase, because that's the only phase that's going to be happening this turn. Technically, I have 1 psychic power. I moved my entire castle that way forward. This unit is 3 inches away from that unit, in case they get Infernal Gateway or whatever. I don't mind if he takes a mortal wound or 2, because his saga of the bear or whatever is going to pop off.
kick in, yeah.
He's got 5+ window pain anyway, and they're out of range. And they're the closest unit for most of the targets, right?
Nice. Yeah, definitely.
So that's going to be the only unit that's in threat range.
Definitely.
If they move out to shoot their bolters, I don't think they can get a line of sight to anything useful.
No, they really can't.
Maybe them, if they really try, but I don't think they might.
No, I don't think they will be able to shoot anything.
Because I think they'll have to advance if they want to
I think my
smite,
rubrics can't really get line of sight. David's done a really good job of hiding there.
do I look orange to you? And the only thing I'm doing is I'm basically protecting my deployment zone.
Yeah.
I moved the wolf pup here on the objective because he's really hard to reach. Just in here because the firing arcs are like
Yeah, the
that.
wolf pup is there.
Blade guard move
Blade
an inch away
guard.
from the wall so they don't give him
Don't get charged, yeah.
any
Nice.
charge. And then everything else basically just moved this way. And I'm just gonna cast.
Your wolf guard stayed back, didn't they, David? Where
Yes.
the wolf guard?
So they stayed back here because their whole purpose in life is to kill the Zangars that come down.
Ah,
Because they're gonna get shot by.
Oh, because they're the lightning claws, aren't
They're
they?
the lightning claws.
Oh, nasty.
Yeah. And the power
Nasty.
fist ones are in deep strike.
Oh,
I
yes,
forgot
they
to
are.
mention, but
Oh,
they
they
were
are
meant
on
to
the
be in deep
shelf.
strike all the time.
Very nice.
Oh, and they are doing scramblers.
There you are. The blade guard are scrambling in David's own deployment zone.
Yep.
Now, there's one scrambler down.
Yeah. And
Scrambler down.
it's just-
Where's Nigel? There he is.
Yeah, it's
Gonna try and cast some powers, is he now?
he's gonna try to cast the power before he can get denied. He's gonna cast Instincts Awoken
Instincts
on that
awoken.
squad, so basically Assault Doctrine. Just
Oh,
in
yeah,
case.
activates the assault doctrine for them. That's really nice.
I don't think it will matter at all. Just in case. 5. Is it a 6?
It might be a 6 because you do have +1, so it's probably gone off there, hasn't it?
Yeah, it is a 6 actually.
Very
Just
nice.
goes off.
Just about goes off.
That's
See,
my
he's
turn.
scared. He's already feeling the presence of Magnus.
Yeah.
That's what it
That's
is.
effectively my turn.
Look
The
at my
quickest.
powers, guys. That's what's to come
How
in
many
my
you have?
turn.
You
I've
said
got
like
that
16?
many powers. I have 18 powers, I
18 powers.
believe.
I've got 3.
Oh, did you get any points, David?
No.
Did you get any points? No
Nope.
Warrior Pride. Oh, Warrior Pride is charging, isn't
Warrior
it?
Pride is 2 units have to charge or fight. Be in
Ah,
a
very
fight,
nice.
in
Okay,
the
cool.
combat.
And you've
obviously
you
scramblers
started
and
some
something.
scramblers.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, let's see if we can hit back. Guys, I've got a crazy plan. I'm already doing tricksy, crazy, relying on dice roll plans straight away from
What's
turn
new?
1. Oh, this is pretty risky. What I'm attempting here is pretty risky, but I would like David to not charge me turn 2.
Yeah.
I'd like him to be able to charge me turn 3 earliest. So what I've done here is the rubrics at the back moved to here. And this guy's got Glamour of Zinch, the sorcerer, and he is within range of Magnus. So he can put -1 to hit on Magnus.
Yeah.
The squad in front just moved 5 inches like this. And they are just on that objective, my objective. And they are scrambling in my deployment zone.
Okay.
So I'm also starting deploy scramblers.
Okay.
Magnus has come here. He's just within 18 of that sorcerer, like we said.
Mm-hmm.
And he is like 17 and a half from this squad here.
Yeah.
So he can do Infernal Gateway, basically, because Infernal Gateway is the closest unit within 12.
Yeah.
So it's 18 for him because
So
you
you
get
have to
plus
do
6
that
inches
first,
to
right?
all powers. Yes,
Just
I have
in
to.
case.
I have to do that first. But basically, he's there, and also his plan is if you could see, the shaman that was here moved over here, so he's within 6 inches of him. Magnus was here, so he moved 20 inches this way.
Yeah.
Araman rolled a 5 on his advance, so he came 17 inches over here. Araman, sorry. So we've got the Shaman and Araman are next to Magnus. So the plan is to use Kabbalistic Focus Stratagem for 1 CP. So because Magnus is within 6 inches of 2 friendly Thousands and Psychers,
Yep.
he can cast 1 power with +2 to cast. And he already has +2 to cast for being Magnus. So he's got +4 to cast 1 power.
Reasonable.
And that's Doombolt. Because Doombolt is a 9.
Yeah, you
I
want
have to
that
roll
go off.
a 9 to cast Doombolt.
Because if Dumble doesn't go off, it's
Exactly. But with +4, it's really cool for me because I can half David's move characteristic, so it's 5 inches, and he cannot advance. So before, he could move 10 and advance, so like 16, then
then
charge.
charge.
But now he can only move 5 inches, and he can't advance, and then he's out of charge range of Magnus on my 2 characters. He might still be able to charge them on like an 11 or a 12
Maybe,
or something.
yeah.
But the plan is to Doombolt them so they're slowed down. And then chuck a couple of mortal wounds at them to try and kill 1 or 2 of them.
Yeah.
That's the plan. Then these Enlightened moved with them as well so that they can shoot with +1 from the
And
Shaman.
screen in case everything goes wrong.
Exactly, to be a bit of a screen. These boys here have stayed in their ruin, but the guy on the end here has gone just within 3 of Araman.
Yep.
For obvious reasons. Then I've got my Sorcerer standing on this
can't
objective,
reach.
the guy with the Dark Matter Crystal, just because he's got a few buffs that he can cast. My Scarab Occults have moved this way because they're hoping to not be there in a little bit. They're hoping to move with the gate power. The sorcerer, sorry, it's called Sorcerer's Facade for me. I keep calling it gate because you're just so used to Grey Knights being able to gate around the board.
It's gate.
It's my gate, yeah. So it's Sorcerer's Facade and it goes off on a 7, so that's quite risky. That's the risky thing of this turn. That's the risky thing of this turn. I really need that to go off. And then what I did was I had my my badass Mortal Wound guy here, and basically I've already used my Dark Matter Crystal turn 1.
What have you done with
So
it?
that's some tricks gone for me early on. But basically the guy with the crystal is the buffing guy, so he stayed there, and then he gets to pick a friendly Thousand Suns infantry unit, not a cult. They don't have to be saying cult. That's the key thing. Just a friendly Thousand Suns infantry unit within 12 inches. So he chose the really good Mortal Wound, the badass sorcerer that was right next to him. So I get to pick that unit off the board and redeploy them anywhere 9 inches away from David's units. And he's got over there. There he is.
Yeah, there he is in the corner. Because
So-
my wolf pup couldn't be, like, to screen him off, I would have him to be here. And that gives money an angle to kill him from there.
Yeah, that would have been a bit easier for me, to be honest. If David had screened the back, it would have been easier for me because I wouldn't have to waste the Dark Matter Crystal
And
here.
you would have,
I could smite him from the front.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the plan is he's gonna try and kill the wolf pup, and then do a couple of mortal wounds and kill a blade guard also.
Yep.
And then these Terminators will then cast Sorcerer's Facade from the sorcerer, and they
jump
get to
back here.
jump there because the wolf pup will be dead. So then I can come down here 9 inches away from the blade guard and shoot into the rest of the blade guard.
money thinks the wolf pup will be dead, but wolf pup will deny it.
Yeah, so that's what I'm hoping to do. If that guy over there can kill the wolf pup and a
That
few
would be
blade
big,
guard,
really big.
then these guys can jump over and kill a few more blade guard. Because if I can go there and I can get line break from turn 1 basically.
Yeah,
That's
and,
the plan.
It'll be tricksy for me to get rid of them.
Yeah, and that's the plan. Having the Terminators and the Sorcerer in David's deployment zone turn 1 gives me line breaker early on, which really helps. And then David's going to struggle a little bit to try and kill them. And also he's going to have this threat from Magnus to deal with. So it was like I was saying, guys, I would have liked to go first to get into this position. But with David going first, it makes it a bit harder for me because I have to get Doombolt off.
Yeah.
But I'm going for the same plan. So let's see then. This is where it gets exciting. This is my psychic phase. So first of all, I'm definitely going to use Kabbalistic Focus. So that cost me 1 CP. So I'm going to do Kabbalistic Focus for 1 CP.
Yeah.
And Magnus is going to Doombolt that unit of Thunder Wolf Cavalry. Let's see if we can get that off. So it's a 7,
Definitely goes
and
off.
he's got +4, so it goes off on a 11.
Yep.
So they are doom bolted. They cannot charge me next turn, and that's what I needed to do.
That's D3 mortal.
And he does D3 mortal wounds, yes. 2 mortal
Yep.
wounds.
So how's a wolf?
Very nice. And then he can do 2 more powers. So most importantly, I need Gaze of Fate because the sorcerer is going to try and cast in the Terminator squad. He's going to try and cast a power on a 7. So I'm going to need a reroll for that, I think. So Gaze of Fate from Magnus as well. Yes. And then so he's done Doombolt and he's done Gaze of Fate. So he can either do Smite or Infernal Gateway.
I think I know what you're gonna go.
I think I'm going to go for Smite.
Yeah,
because Infernal Gateway
gives me a feel no pain.
Yeah, and it's hard to cast and stuff, and his smite does D6 mortal wounds. So
on +4.
I'll go for that. No, it's just +2. It was only the 1 power that's +4.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I could reroll once to cast. Go on, Magnus. Oh, it's a 12, so he perils, but it's a big smite,
It's a big
which
smite.
is 2d6 mortal wounds from him.
It's
So-
stupidly big. And you've got Gaze of Fate, technically.
Yeah. So I take D3, 2,
And you've got feel no pain.
and I ignore them on a 2+. Oh, he takes a mortal wound.
Nah.
Oh, we
First
started
blood.
damaging him. And then he does 2d6 on the cavalry.
Yeah.
This could be amazing. 8 mortal wounds.
Pretty good.
Wow, yeah,
That kills 2 wolves straight up.
that's 8. So he's done 8 mortal wounds,
Yeah.
and we've already done 2. So he's done 10 mortal wounds to that unit. I'm really happy with that. I can't ask for
would
much
be.
more than that. I've doom-bolted them and hurt them, and I've taken 1 wound of peril, so I'm down to 17.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm down to 17 over there. And then, David, which 2 do you want? The 2 at the front or the 2 at the back?
Obviously, I'm taking the 2 from the front.
Taking the 2 from the front, and then 1 more is taken 2.
This one will take 2 wounds.
Yes, perfect. Okay.
Because I think that's the best way, just take out your targets, because I'm not making the
Yeah.
charge anyway with the Doombolt.
Yeah.
So Magnus did really well there. Magnus is getting angry that they've come to kill him. Go, Magnus. Take him out.
He's gonna get angry and he's dead.
So he's done now. Then we've got this unit here, and like I said, that guy's gonna do Glamour of Zinch
Yeah, from -1 to hit.
onto Magnus. It doesn't go off.
Yeah.
That's okay. So Magnus is not -1 to hit.
I mean, there isn't much to shoot him, so I don't think he cares too much.
Yeah. Then I've got Araman. I'll do Araman next.
Ariman the man.
So I'll do Araman. I'll do Araman next. What is he gonna do? So he will do a smite first.
Mm-hmm.
He gets to reroll once to cast because he's next to Magnus. Oh, sorry, it's there. So it's a 7.
It's an 8 plus 1.
So yeah, +1. So it's an 8. So it goes off. So he does D3 more wounds. 2. So it kills that guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it kills the front wolf.
Yeah. So we've killed 3 like that.
Yeah.
And then I don't need prescience.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll do Zinch's Firestorm as his second power.
Okay.
Yes, with +1, it's a 7. So Zinch's Firestorm
And
is
what
a
does
7, so it just about goes off. So this is, he gets to roll 9 dice, and for every 6 you take a mortal wound.
Okay.
So he's got 9
I've
dice.
seen man you roll for 6s on 9 dice before.
0!
Well, you still killed 3 wolves, so that's pretty good.
Yeah. It's good. I'm happy with
Okay.
that.
And
And
does
then,
anything else?
yeah, so he's got Prescience and Warp Time. I don't know which one he wants to do, because Warp Time could be quite nice here.
What?
He will cast Warp Time, and we'll just see what we do after that. Yes,
Goes off.
very nice. So Warp Time goes off, and then I'm not sure here, should I be moving Magnus this way? Like move him again and put him over here 16 inches? So he's also like on that objective
Oh, I see
kind
what
of
you mean.
thing? Or should I be moving these angles 12 inches? And because I forgot about that objective over there. I totally forgot about that
Oh, I
objective
see.
over there. So I could
Do you want to
do
think
that.
about it?
No, I think it's the safest bet to do them over here.
Yeah.
So I will just move the one guy as short as I possibly need to go to be able
Just
to
3
contest
inches.
that objective. So about there.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going
Because
to...
you know he's coming.
Yeah, that gladiator's going to try and shoot them. I know he is. So I'm going to have to do something like that. And then keep the other 5 like here behind the ring. So they're in a clump together. And then, of course, the guy on the end's within 2 of them too. And
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's my triangles all the way back to here.
So now
So
the
that's
big,
perfect.
big Terminator fake trick.
No,
Oh,
no.
you have to do the damage first, don't you?
What's that? Sorry.
I forgot.
Oh, yes, I do have to do that stuff. But I'm going to go over here first. So my sorcerer
How
in
many
here.
sorcerers do you have?
I've got the buffing sorcerer, man. The buffing sorcerer.
And,
So he's going to do Weaver of Fates, which is the +1 invulnerable save. That goes off. And he's going to put that on this unit.
oh, yeah, of course.
So they've got a 4 up
4 up
invulnerable now.
invulnerable, yeah.
They've got a 4 up invulnerable. And then his other power is Gift of Chaos, and nobody is near him, and Smite. So he's not going to do anything, I don't think,
Okay.
with his... He's not going to do his second power. And then my Shaman over here, he can't kill that Thunderwolf Cavalry dude. He can't physically kill him with the Smite unless he gets a big one. And as long as he's alive on 1 wound, you hold that objective.
Yep.
So it's very risky to try and kill him. So instead, he's going to do the power that he knows, which is temporal manipulation. Let's go for that. It goes off on a 7. So he picks 1,000 Suns model within 18 of him. And that model gains D3 wounds. So Magnus goes back up to 4 wounds. Yeah. So he heals Magnus. He heals Magnus. So that's everything over here. Now we go to the big boy.
That I knocked off.
Over there. Yeah, David. That was horrible, wasn't it? So he's up there somewhere, basically. And he's going to do Infernal Gaze first.
On the wolf pup thing, right?
On the wolf pup, yes. So he's got +1 to cast, so that's a 7.
I will try to deny for 1 CP.
Okay. So that's
Because
a 7.
that's big to save him, I think.
Because
Because if he lives, you don't have the gun.
Yeah, I have to put another power into him.
Yeah,
So.
because then you don't touch the blade guard, do you?
I can, because I can cast an extra power for 1 CP.
Oh, but that's a CP, right?
Yeah, it's a CP.
So
for
I'll-
me. Yeah.
It's a
definitely.
7, so it's a good chance of me denying it.
Unfortunately not.
No.
I mean, you can reroll it if you want to.
But
Or...
that's gonna put me down to 3
It
CP.
will put
I
you
was
down
like,
to 3, yeah.
I was like, because I didn't use CPs, it's a bonus if I
Yeah,
deny
yeah,
it,
for
so-
bonus if you manage to deny it.
so, no.
Okay, so he gets to roll 3 dice, and for each 4 plus, you take a mortal wound. So he rolls 2, so you take
So
2 and then
two,
+1 because he's got devastating sorcery.
Yeah.
So that's 3 mortal wounds there. And then he's going to also
do Astral Blast because he's within 15 of them dudes. So Astral Blast goes off on a 7 with the +1 from his relic. Astral Blast is a 6, yeah. So it goes off. So they take D3 +1 mortal wounds. 2 mortal wounds.
Okay, so one is down to 1 wound.
Yes, they take 2 mortal wounds, and then I'm going to use my stratagem to do an extra power.
Yeah.
The only thing is, if it's at the end of the phase or if it's now. The Great Sorcerer, it's at the end of the Psychic phase, so I don't have to do it now.
Okay.
I can choose at the end. So one's down to 1 wound, right? Okay. So now the most important thing. The Terminators. The Scarab Occult Sorcerer in there is going to cast Sorcerer's Facade.
Yeah.
Yes, just about on a 7. It goes off. Okay. So they get to come over there. Let's move them over and come back.
Yeah.
Well, that went off, and that was key because it was a very 50-50 roll. I had to roll a 7 with no pluses. I did have Gaze of Fate or a CP reroll, whichever one I wanted. That's why I didn't use Gaze of Fate anywhere else to try and get greedy with anything. I really needed it for that. So as you can see, they've Sorcerer's Facaded over there. They've facaded over there, and David's deployment zone is like here.
Yeah, so they adjusted.
So that unit, now I've got that unit and the Sorcerer in David's deployment zone.
Yeah.
So the Sorcerer and them are getting me Line Breaker turn 1. I am 9 away from David's Blade Guard, but I'm also on that objective because his Wolf Pup was on there. So I managed to kill him out of the way, jump over, and they're within 3 of my Sorcerer. So the Sorcerer's no longer going to just get shot by the Gladiator straight away. Yeah. And they've come over there, and then they could try to charge the Blade Guard. You never know. So, that's the end of my Psychic phase. I am going to spend 1 CP here. With the Great Sorcerer, because that guy hasn't smited yet.
And he can smite.
He's done Infernal Gaze, and then he did Astral Blast to do 2 wounds to them, and now he can do Smite for 1 CP, so he's going to Smite. Let's see what happens there. Yes, it's 7 + 1, 8. So he goes off on an 8, and then he does D3 + 1. And that's another 2 mortal wounds.
So that's kills this guy. And puts this guy.
And does a wound on the next one. Wounds. Awesome. So that's the end of that. And then 5, 10, 15.
We're shooting bolters.
Very nice. And now we're shooting. So those Terminators over there can shoot into the Blade Guard. And I think what I really want to do here is because they've got a 2-up armor save, haven't they?
Yeah.
Got a 2 armor save. I'm -2 AP. So this is a good way for me to try and deal with them. So I'm going to spend 1 CP. I'm going to spend 1 CP to do Veterans of the Long War.
Yeah.
So I can wound them on a 3+. I know you could transhuman for 1 CP, but it costs you CP, so I don't mind.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make you take
How many
decisions.
shots do they have?
40.
40.
Yeah. And they're -2 AP, so it'll put you on your 4-up invulnerable.
Yeah, it's 4-up invulnerable.
That's the nice thing about their bolters is they're -2 AP.
Yeah, I'll reduce the number of wounds by small amounts, to be honest.
Yeah, I think so. It'll be like
3
5
4
or
up is
6
not
less or something like that.
I won't bother spending the CP.
You won't bother spending the CP.
Because if I could save like 3 of them to be alive, I would. But there's 3 of them. One is wounded. I'm gonna have one alive anyway.
You'll have
I think what's gonna
one,
happen, I'm gonna have
maybe
one alive, whether I use it or not.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm hitting you on 3s.
Yeah, that's what I want you to fluff, right?
Yeah, that's where you want me to fluff. That was about average, not bad. And then I'm winning you on 3s.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I'll just roll that, right?
Yep, there you go. So these are 4-ups.
That's 1, 2.
So that's the wounded guy dead.
Yeah, that's this guy gone.
Nice. And then I've got the second half. Hitting on 3s. Oh, that was good. And then wounded on 3s.
That's where we want to see a lot of 1s and 2s.
I want to see a lot of 3s to make it feel like my strat was worth something.
Oh.
Pretty decent. There's 2 3s this time, 2 3s last time, so it's that many again.
1 should be alive, like I said, right?
Put them into your hand, David.
Oh, that's...
failed every single one!
2 dead. 3 dead.
No way. I failed all of them. Oh my, okay, I was not expecting. I was hoping for 1 more Blade Guard tonight, not the whole squad.
My transhuman wouldn't be worth it. You know what I mean?
Oh, I can't believe that just happened. Okay. Bloody hell, okay. They failed all of their invens. Okay, so I've killed the Blade Guard unit, and I've really damaged the Thunderwolf unit.
So
and I'm in a really
like,
good place on the board.
You killed like 400 points.
Yeah, to be honest, once that failed there, once my power got off, and his smite went off as well, I was planning on using my Gaze of Fate, because I still have got Gaze of Fate.
Do more damage.
I was planning on using my Gaze of Fate to re-roll their charge roll if they needed to, like a 9-inch charge
just
with a
kill them
re-roll.
anyway.
Yeah, but I didn't expect them all to die, I guess. I'm really happy with that.
How many
So
points did you
I've
get?
started scrambling as well in my deployment zone, and I got 4 points on Linebreaker, which is really nice. And I've made it so that David is only going to get 10 points on primary, because I took that one off him as well. And also, David owes me 1 morale on this Thunderbolt.
I'm hoping I won't have to CP that.
So, because I think you're leadership 8, aren't you? You should be like
I'll
8
just
or
roll
something
because
high.
I lost 3, right?
And 3 died. So it's probably only on a 6, I think.
I'll have a roll. It's a 6. No, I was CP that.
I don't think you could reroll morales, can you,
You
David?
think I cannot reroll morale? Let's check, because I think you can.
Have a look.
I'll have a look.
So we've just had a look. You cannot re-roll
Turns
morale
out
rolls with a
you
CP.
cannot.
But, David, so because we didn't know that, of course, just to decide whether you want to auto-pass morale. Because you can auto-pass for 2 CPs.
Obviously,
But we
since
don't do
it was
CPs.
always on a 6-up, I would never have spent 2 CPs on that.
Oh, yes, because you could only fail on a 6.
I know it risks 5
Yeah,
points,
primary.
but I would never
exactly.
spend 2 CPs.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, if you wouldn't have. So this really helps me, guys, because if you look over here now, that's the last Thunderwolf cavalry from that squad dead.
Yep.
And David is nowhere near within 3 inches of this objective now. I really didn't think. Well, obviously, guys,
I didn't think that.
I did not think I was going to kill that squad at all. That's why I doom bolted them to try and slow their movement down. I've gotten very lucky on this side. That side, I think what happened there should have happened.
It's about average.
Pretty much about average. But yeah, this was a bit bonkers. It's only because he got a big smite, I think, that they died.
2d6 mortal wounds is pretty good.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm really happy that that flank's gone down. Makes me quite happy. And like I say, I got 4 points for Linebreaker, and David's only going to get 5 primaries here.
Yeah.
So I'm putting the pressure on him, kind of thing.
Yeah, just have to kill him. Okay, so it's going well so far. We've had a plan. It's gone. So the Wolf Lord wanted to roll more than 1 on advance, and with a CP reroll he advanced 1.
Yeah, that was unlucky.
Because I wanted him to be here, which makes it like an 8-inch charge to Magnus.
Yeah.
Because the plan is Bjorn is gonna shoot twice, do 12 damage to Magnus, and then Wolf is gonna charge and finish him off, and the Father of Cavalry is gonna charge and finish the Zangus off.
Oh, very nice.
So that's my plan, and obviously
Very
I've
nice.
got Gladiator.
That'd be
here.
huge. If you can kill Magnus here, mate, it'd be massive.
Of course I can. So then there is my Gladiator, who's got just line of sight and range for them. He's gonna shoot everything into them because Money's got 4 up invuln, but
lighten down that
I've got like 30 something shots, so hopefully they're gonna be dead.
Yeah, you've got a lot of shots, mate.
I was considering coming down here and killing them, but because that
coming and killing them.
because that all failed.
What was that with? Sorry, with
I was thinking of moving my
yes.
Gladiator here, shooting here, dropping my Wolf Guard, and trying to do
the
something.
Wolf Guard with the Power Fist. Yes.
But because the Blade Guard died, and because they died from leadership, and because he failed the advance, I was like, I'll probably have to leave them. So I'll just swap sides with Money, and I'll have to give him Linebreaker. There's not much I can do about it.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have a crystal anymore, so he has to like just move around.
Yeah, I have to move around a little bit with that sorcerer. That sorcerer there, that's got the mortal wounds. He's done his 1 pop trick now, and now he's just going to walk up doing mortal wounds slowly. Yeah.
So,
are you leaving them in reserve then?
Yes,
the
I'm
Wolf
leaving
Guard
them,
with the
I'm
Power
leaving
Fists?
them with a reserve in reserve.
Okay.
Because I don't have a good target.
This was very unlucky on this Wolf Lord, man.
Yeah.
Unlucky there.
And I don't have like a good spot to drop them yet.
Well, because you've rolled bad on the advance, surely the charge will be really good,
right?
Surely.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll
So,
see.
psychic powers.
Oh, yes.
I'm outside of deny range.
Nigel.
And I'm gonna try to awaken instincts in him.
Nyal. Yes.
On my Wolf Lord. Yeah.
Very
So
cool.
he's in the Assault Doctrine.
Very nice.
And there's nothing else I can cast that's in range.
Very nice.
So shooting phase.
Shooting phase.
Let's start with
Ooh.
Bjorn.
Yeah, this is the scary bit. So Bjorn shooting Magnus.
Yeah, Bjorn
With
going
2
into
multi-melter
Magnus.
shots, right?
Hitting on 2s. 2 hits.
Very nice.
Wounding him on 3s.
Yes. Oh, no wounds, no wounds. Unlucky, bro. Unlucky.
Okay, so looks like Bjorn is not shooting anything. We're gonna go to more reliable things and shoot a gladiator at the Zangors.
Bjorn thought he was going to take down the Crimson King.
Of course. 12 wounds.
The special one.
Yeah.
The magical one.
You know when I play Dan, you know what he's done with Dan's Terminators?
Yeah, Bjorn is normally an absolute monster.
So,
Obviously, it's a gladiator.
24 shots from the twin Gatling into them.
No. Zangor enlightened. This is where you need to roll well.
You're not -1 to hit, are you?
No, I'm not -1 to
So
hit.
freeze.
Not bad.
Your
Pretty decent.
sorcerer keeps
Pretty
falling
decent.
off.
If you keep knocking him like that, of course he's going to fall. It's right, leave him
it's
lying
lying
down,
down.
yeah.
It's
You're going to break him, David, aren't
I'm
you?
strength 6, your toughness 4, I assume.
Yes.
So freeze. That's not too bad.
It's pretty good, yeah.
Minus
pretty
1.
good. I do have my 4-up invulnerable because I casted Weaver of Fates. I cast this guy at the back. He cast Weaver of Fates on them. Right then. Oh, sorry.
There you go.
So we've got 4-up invulnerable. That's 1, 2 dead.
2 dead.
So 2 dead so far.
So then I've got my bolter, my second bolter. These are -1.
And Heavy Stabber is -1 base now, right?
Yeah, Heavy Stubber is as well. Well,
It's
I've just got a
right?
4-up invulnerable
And
against
it's 4 shots, right?
it.
Isn't it?
Yeah, the
I
Iron
think they
Heavy
changed
Stubber
it,
is
didn't
4
they?
shots now, yes. So you got 12 shots between them all, haven't you?
Yep.
It's quite good.
And
I like the
force.
amount of shots on this thing.
Yeah.
Okay, 4 saves.
Very nice. 4
Minus
invulnerables again. Okay, another 2, so 3 die.
That's it.
Okay. Oh, is the Icarus rocket pod's out
24
range,
inches,
then?
yeah. You were surprised already.
Yeah, well, I thought it was going to be a longer range than that. So 3 have died from the squad, and I'm going to take 3 from in here. Oh, damn it. 1, 2, and then I have to take this one because those 2 are both within range of that guy, within 2 inches of that guy. So
And
I need to keep my coherency.
I was pleasantly surprised to realize that he's got Stormbolter and Heavy Flamer.
Who's that? Sorry.
Murderfunk. He's got
Oh,
both.
Murdfun. Oh, Storm.
But I had lost.
Stormbolter and a Heavy Flamer.
I think so.
That's nice. That's nice.
And that's it from shooting.
That's it from shooting. Okay.
We're gonna be done to charge.
Or is this going to be your big charge distance then? Are you going to make it?
Lord. He's still gonna go for it.
He's still going to go for
Because
it.
he's dead regardless. At least he can die heroically. Right?
Okay, okay.
He's going for it. Because if you fall back with Magnus,
I can't cast any
you
powers.
cannot cast any powers,
No.
right? So
No, I can't. No, I
So-
can't.
he's gonna attempt the charge to Zangors and Magnus.
Go for it.
I will CP that, so he does something.
It's the big one, isn't it? You
It's the
need
big
that.
one. He's not making the charge.
Oh, poor guy.
They are gonna
Look at him trying to lead the charge.
They're gonna try to charge around him into the Zangors. Probably like a
Nice.
stupid 11-inch charge or something.
Okay, okay.
Let's see if they can make. It's like an 8-inch charge or something.
Oh,
isn't it?
those boys there. That might only be like a 6
Yeah,
or a
let's
7.
roll and
Yeah,
see if
roll
it's
it and
like a
see if
double
you
one.
get in.
That's
6?
definitely not a 6.
I'm not sure, man. I think you might be within 7 there.
That's good.
It looks pretty close there, to be honest. Yeah, look, see?
Yeah, just.
Yeah, you're just in 7, so I think you've made that.
Yeah,
Nice.
they just made it.
Nice.
So
Damn
at
it.
least something's gone up.
Look how scary that is for these rubrics.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Well, you cannot like stop me with anything, right? So I might as well
No, I
just
can't, yeah.
pile in. Just do it quick, right?
Yeah, yeah, go in there and hit
I'm
us.
just gonna go 3 inches there.
Look at that, guys.
3
Them
inches
lot,
there.
they all failed their
3
charge.
inches there.
It's pretty unlucky.
3 inches there. At least they can all
So-
strike.
I'm pretty safe here. Yeah, so David's just striking here, and they can all hit basically because
Yeah.
these 2 are within half an inch of me, and then those 2 are within half an inch of them too. So this is gonna hurt. The only thing I could do is I could get +1 invulnerable save here. I'm just gonna quickly check how that works and see if I want to do
because
it or
you
not.
can pop it up.
Yeah, it could be nice against the Power Fists. Yeah, I just checked, and I'm not going to get the +1 invulnerable save there, because I could, and it would give me a 4-up invulnerable against all the Power Fist attacks, and a 3-up invulnerable against the 1 damage wolf attacks. But I know David's got a really cool strat, which he's probably going to use.
Yeah, it's
so
called-
it doesn't matter how many
It's
invuns I
called
get.
Emperor's Executioners.
Yeah.
And against Thousand Suns, I get full rerolls to hit and wound.
Yeah, because obviously he's been sent to execute us on Prospero.
Yep.
So, yeah, full rerolls to hit and wound. This could really hurt.
I'm hoping it will hurt.
Yeah, I think so.
So I've got 3 attacks each and 4 for the pack leader. They're hitting on freeze because I get +1 for Space Wolves, -1 for Power Fist.
Mhm.
So I'm hitting on 3, so 4 rerolls. That's pretty good, even without the rerolls.
Very nice.
1 miss.
Ho, 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 ho.
And imagine if I had the exploding 6s on them. I don't need it. Your toughness 4, right?
Yes.
So 2s with rerolls.
Nasty. Very nasty.
And they're all
Very nasty.
minus.
So I've got a
3.
5 up invulnerable save here.
That's not bad.
Oh my god, they gave it a really good go. Look at that, passed over half. Yeah, they're dead though, just about.
Just over.
There we go. Okay, so my squad's dead. Right, I'll just take them off, and then David, you can consolidate.
Yep.
Do you want to tag me or not? That's the only question.
I don't think I can tag you. Look, I was like here. I was like that.
Oh, you're further back.
I
Okay,
cannot tag you.
okay, no problem.
Because
Okay.
that was my pile-in, because I barely made the charge.
Yeah.
If I did the better charge, I can pile in further.
I see.
So
Okay.
all I'm gonna do is that. So you have to use a psychic power to come out.
Oh yeah, like I can't walk around you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good way of doing
That's
it.
the
'Cause
only way.
that's one of my scrambling units.
Yeah.
So I don't really want them trapped there. Oh, these boys died. So David, did you get any points there? That's the
So
thing.
I only made 1 charge, so I don't get
Oh,
warrior pride.
warrior pride! No way.
And I don't get assassinate, and I don't get scramblers because I'm gonna be scrambling in the middle next turn, and then I'm gonna drop a unit to scramble in that corner, hopefully.
Oh, so you missed out 1 turn of scrambling. I see. Okay. Okay.
Oh, let's see how badly he's gonna hurt.
Right. Here we are. There's one thing we forgot to do, so I'm going to do it now. This could screw me. But those guys, they lost 3
Yeah.
when David shot them, so they can fail morale on a 6.
If I can do it, you can.
Yeah, so I needed a morale in David's turn. No, they're okay.
Oh.
Perfect. So what I've done here is, first of all, let's talk about them over there. So the Terminator's just moved 4 inches closer to David's tank, and they are deploying scramblers. So they're doing David's deployment scrambler for me. So I've only got the mid-board one left next turn. Then them and the Sorcerer, as you can see, they've stayed in David's deployment zone to do line breaker for me again. This guy over here, he's still within 3 of this objective, but he's just come out this side of the wall, and that's so he can get a bit further range with his Weaver of Fates. These boys here, they moved this way, and I'm planning on warp timing them because they're within 9 of our man. So they moved this way, then they're going to warp time here to try and make David not be able to, walk through the gap with the Dreadnoughts. They can only charge the Enlightened unit. Then on this side, the Enlightened moved this way, and so they're planning on charging the Wolf Lord after a couple of smites to try and kill him. And then, the same kind of stand here. So, block David between these 2 rocks. Yeah. So Murderfang and Bjorn can only charge the 2 units of Zangor Enlightened. Yeah. And then the Shaman is closer to the Wolf Lord, so he can smite him. Araman is also closest to the Wolf Lord, so he can smite him. Magnus has done something pretty cool. So he is just within 4 of this guy over here. So it's a 3-inch charge, but he's like 3.5 from this guy. Yeah. So this unit here is the closest to him. So when I do Infernal Gateway and Smite, it will be on this unit here. Yeah. And then he can charge into this unit with a 3-inch charge, basically. That's awesome. And then these boys here are yet to decide what they want to do. They might do a 1 damage mortal wound smite, and then shoot some Inferno Bolters and charge them. Or they might gate out of there with the Sorcerer's Facade power. Yeah. So that's what they might do. And Magnus is hopefully just going to hurt some stuff. So yeah, I don't have very many units. As you can see, it's a very, very elite army. Very, very elite army. But I've got my Zangor Bomb saved for turn 3, which is a nice little thing there. Right, let's hit that psychic phase then.
Ooh,
phase.
So what's going down now?
So Magnus here doesn't have anybody... doesn't have 2 other psychics within 6 inches of him, so he can't get +1 to cast. So, he can't get +2 to cast, sorry. So let's see what he's going to do here first. I think Infernal Gateway is pretty important to do on that unit to damage them. So he's going to go for Infernal Gateway first of all. That goes off on a 9 with his +2.
Since you're going to be basically damaging everyone there.
Yes, because
I'll try to
because within 3 inches of him, you've got Bjorn and the Wolf Lord.
Yeah, I'll try to deny that with Nigel.
Okay.
Because I've got reroll to deny. So I need a 10, It's denied.
Nice. He's denied Infernal
Pretty
Gateway.
good start for him.
Yeah, that's good. That's
really
good.
start.
That's good. Then I do think Gaze of Fate's pretty important too, because the reroll is nice. So I will do Gaze of Fate.
Okay.
Yep. I can reroll once to cast.
Yeah.
So it's 5 with +2 is a 7. Goes off on a 7.
Goes on a 7. I'll let you have that.
Cool. So that gives me a reroll, and then he's going to do Smite.
Yeah. I want to deny that one basically.
Yeah, because it's a 9. But if I CP that, it could be very high. Sorry, not CP. Use Gaze of Fate. Gaze of Fate, I've only got to reroll one roll. Yes, I'm going to use Gaze of Fate on that, I think. Let's do it. It's an 8 +2 is 10.
I'll try to deny that because that's still D6 mortal wounds that I don't want to take. I don't get +1 to deny. I get +1 to cast, right?
Yeah, +1 wouldn't matter anyway because I got a 10.
So I'll try to reroll that because I've got a free reroll. Nope.
No. Okay.
Smite goes up.
So he just does D6 mortal wounds to those dudes. He does 2.
Okay, that's not
So he
too
does
bad.
2 mortal wounds to them, and that's his 3rd power done. So he's done for the moment.
Yep.
He's done for the moment, and then we've got Araman over here, and we've also got the Shaman. So I'll do the Shaman first. The Shaman's going to smite the Wolf Lord.
Okay.
Let's do this. Goes off, and the Wolf Lord takes 2 mortal wounds.
6 up in my pain. Takes 2.
Takes 2. Awesome. So I believe he's got 5 left.
Yeah,
hasn't he?
5, down to 5.
That's quite cool. Having 7 wounds is nice on a Wolf Lord.
It is pretty nice.
Yeah, so he's got that left. So that's a Shaman done. And then I've got Araman. So Araman will, first of all, he will do Smite as well. No.
Can you reroll once to cast for himself?
No, because he's not close to Magnus, so he can't.
Yeah,
so his Smite fails. That was unfortunate. And then he will Warp Time, because I want Warp Time. Yes.
Definitely goes off on 11.
So Warp Time, and that is, again, that's just these boys moving 12 inches this way.
Yes, obviously.
To go there. And that's just so they can stop the dreads from getting through.
Are you going to stay within or
basically.
outside 6 inches?
What's that, sorry?
Are you staying outside of my 6 inches? Because I can hurricane defend 6
that's
inches.
the thing.
if
You
you're-
can't really intervene 6
Oh, with
inches.
Murder
can't
Fang,
you,
sorry,
with
because he's a
Murder Fang?
character.
Yeah. So that's the thing. So, ooh. Oh, yes, I can still stop you getting through the gap,
Yeah,
can't I?
yeah.
So, yes, I'll just go there.
Yeah.
Just out of 6.
I mean, I can still do that with the wolves if they
Where's
live.
my
but-
Shaman? So I just want to be within 6 of the Shaman, because he gives them +1 to hit. Because I don't want to have to use Prescience, basically.
Oh, understood.
Nice, so they're just going to go...
Yeah, no, I cannot get past.
Yeah.
Oh.
But it's nice to be within 3 of that objective, just in case the other thing that I want to do fails. So I'll be just there, and then there like that. And I think I could just do that to make it so that you have to charge them.
Yeah.
Cool, so we'll do that. And then the other power that he's got is Prescience, which I'm not going to need because the Shaman's alive. So that means you can do Zinch's Firestorm.
Okay.
Let's try that. Yes, on a 7, +1, 8, as that goes off.
And
And that's the 9 dice.
Oh, and who is it on?
8, 9. I'll do it on the Wolf Lord. Let's try and do this. 6 is 1 mortal wound. Oh, look how many 5s there were
6?
there.
Oh,
So he does a mortal wound. So that puts him down to 4.
Yeah.
That helps me a little bit. Puts him down to 4. And then that's Araman done, Magnus done, and the Shaman done. The other thing I want to do here now then is these guys over here, they will do Sorcerer's Facade.
Okay. Oh, and these guys took 2 wounds as well, right? I will mark it in a second.
What's that, sorry?
From the smite.
Oh, yes, the wolves. Which one do you want it on, David?
This one.
This one on this side, yeah? Okay, cool. So, yes, he's going to do Sorcerer's Facade to gate out of there. Rerolling 1s next to Magnus. Cast on an 8.
On an 8.
That was nice.
You want to gate out.
Yes. Yeah, I really need to get out of there. Oh, he's going to try to die. Oh, no.
I need a 9.
No. No. Phew.
I need to keep a CP for myself. So.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they're getting out of
Guys,
there.
what are you doing?
It was very important because that's the only that's the only kind of like small chaff unit I've got left.
Yeah, and if they didn't get out of there, they'll probably get log it for another turn, right? So.
Yeah, so the big thing is, so here, they're on that objective now as well, so that's some obsec on that objective.
And they can scramble next turn, because there's very little that can kill them.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is I want to scramble with them. And here, they're not going to be able to be charged or anything.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, is I want to, they're my only chaff unit that's infantry, because I don't really want to scramble with a 400-point Terminator unit. So because I've scrambled in my deployment zone, and I've scrambled in David's deployment zone, what I want is them to be in the midfield. So as you can see, they're 15, so it's my
like
deployment is 10, so
there
they're
and
already
here.
5 away. So if they move 1 inch more forward next turn, they can scramble the mid one. So that's what they're doing there. Okay, then I've got this guy over here.
What's he going to do?
So he's going to do +1 invulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to do +1 invulnerable save on these boys over here.
The melee ones.
Yep, the combat ones. Yes.
Yep.
And then on top of that, he is also... No, his other powers are out range, so he's okay. So he can't do anything else. And I think the only other thing there is these boys, actually. They should probably chain this way, shouldn't they, so that he can't get shot by that tank.
Oh, yeah, because there's 5 of them, so you can easily just chain out.
Yeah, so they can kind of come down that way.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. Awesome. So they should just do that just so it doesn't get shot by the tank. That's all the powers over here done, I believe. So it's just that guy over there left. The really cool guy.
I assume he's going to throw a lot of mortal wounds into my tank.
Well, he's going to try smite.
Yeah.
And oh yes, you do have the fight with on pain thing, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
But you can see if my powers go off first, I think.
Yep, I can.
So
I believe it's when I take a mortal wound.
Mm-hmm. So I've already done 3 smites. That was 5, 6, 7. So he needs an 8 to cast smite. No.
Nope.
So he's not smiting, and then he will do Infernal Gaze, as it says.
Yeah.
That goes off. So that's 3 dice looking for 4s.
Oh, so you can do... Yeah,
You could do.
you roll first, then I decide.
So he does 1, and then +1 because he's the...
Oh, yeah. I'm not gonna bother
got
spending a
dex
CP
saves,
for that. If the smite went off, I would definitely do
But
it.
I could do another power for 1
know,
CP
but that's
as well.
fine.
Okay, no problem. So that goes off, and that does 2 more wounds to him.
Yep.
So he's got 10 left. Right then. Do I want to spend a CP here? I think I do. I've got quite a few. So I'm going to spend 1 CP to do an extra power.
Yep.
And that's going to be from Magnus.
Okay.
So, this is pretty important here because I've not killed anywhere near what I wanted to kill.
Is that Death Hex?
It's really, this is really bad. This is really bad now.
Yeah.
So what I could do is I could Doombolt them to kill that guy.
Yeah.
Basically. Because I've only got to do 2 wounds. So I could kill that guy and then there's just 2 dudes left.
Mm-hmm.
Or I could Death Hex the unit that he's going to go into
In charge.
and charge them.
As if I'm gonna pass my invulnerable saves.
So, I think what he's going to do is he's going to go for Death Hex because it's 1 easier to cast.
Yeah.
So he's going to do Death Hex on them. Rerolling once. No. So it's a 7
Definitely
plus
goes
2
off.
is a 9. So it goes off on a 9.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Doombolts would have worked as well. So their Death Hex, they can't use invulnerable saves. Awesome. That was a cool thing to do, I think, there.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's the end of the psychic phase. So I just got a little bit of shooting to go then.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is these boys over here, they're going to shoot their bows.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got 10 shots.
Into?
So they got +1 to hit from the shaman, sitting on 2s. And they're just going to go into that wolf squad.
Oh, they have to shoot them.
Yeah, exactly, because you've all got characters behind them. So I'm hitting on 2s now. And they've moved a bit too far from Araman, so I can't reroll my 1s. But 5s and 6s auto wound because the shaman. So that wounds. And then these need to roll to wound. So I'm wounding you on 5s. 0. So I've got just the 2 saves. -1 AP.
Fine.
Very nice. Oh god. That was terrible. Oh no. And then these boys bolters. Don't think anyone's within 12. No, so it's just 4 bolter shots at long range into them.
They're pretty good bolter shots.
Yep, 3s. And then wounding on 5s. 1
And
minus
they
2.
take me down to my invul, don't they?
Yes.
Fine.
All good. And then after that, Araman's out of 12. So nothing else really. No other shooting. So it's just some charges for me then.
Okay.
Magnus, first of all.
Can we fail it, man?
Right, so this is interesting. This is interesting. Because if they charge the Wolf Lord now, you'll be able to heroically intervene with the squad for 1 CP. So they're going to die. So my blocking you isn't going to work anymore the way that I wanted to because they survived quite well for the psychic powers from Magnus. So he's got two choices here now. He can either charge this way into this squad, to this squad and the Wolf Lord, and try and do some damage there.
But then you're wasting Death Hex, aren't you?
Yeah, but then I'm wasting Death Hex. So I think he's going to go this way. He's going to charge them. Yep. So he goes 8 inches. He's not going to go the full 8, I don't think. I think he's just going to
touch them and kill them, probably.
There, he's just going to tag them two there like that.
And then the Zangors?
And then my Zangors. So, I will go into the Wolf Lord, because he can already intervene me anyway, so I might as well go into it. That's an 11-inch charge.
That's definitely in money.
That's quite nice. And they will just go to there, I think. I think I just want to block you as much as possible.
Are you staying outside of 3 inches?
Sorry?
Staying outside of 3?
Oh, because you can do 3 for free, can't you?
Yes, and I have to do 6 for a CP.
That's very true. Yes, so I'll just do that. Just so you have to try and spend a CP,
Yeah, I mean, I won't spend a CP. Definitely.
Yeah. So I will go like that, so that these two are within half an inch of you, then these 4 are within half an inch of them.
Are they... which one has +1 invuln?
Sorry?
Which squad has +1 invuln?
That squad.
Them. Yeah. Okay, because I can heroically intervene them 6 inches, right?
Yeah, you could already intervene them 6 inches as well.
I was just thinking about clearing off the path.
Yeah, it's whichever way you want to go.
It's probably easier to kill them than to kill them, right?
Yes. Oh, don't you have to already intervene to the closest nearest enemy unit or something like that?
Is it?
I'm not sure. Let's have a look how early intervene works. All right. So we've just gone in there and we have checked heroic intervention. You have, when you heroically intervene, you have to end that move closer to the closest enemy model.
Which will be them.
Yeah, as you can see, even to this guy here, he's the closer than that guy over there, and that guy over there as well. So these guys would have to end their heroic intervention closer to this model if they wanted to heroically intervene. And I'm just out of 3, so you would have to use your last CP.
I would definitely use it because if it goes slightly above average, I will clear them out.
Okay.
So I will spend my last CP.
Very nice, and then you can move 6 inches.
Yeah, they're gonna move.
So you can definitely get them all in there.
Yeah.
But I can hit them now, can't I? If I want to.
Which I'm fine with, because otherwise it will be stuck there, right? So
yeah, because what I'm thinking here is he's got the pelt of the Beowulf, hasn't he?
It's very cutting.
This Wolf Lord. So I know he's -1 to be wounded, right?
He's -1 to hit and wound, and then you cannot reroll against him.
Yeah, so he's -1 to hit and wound. He's -1 to hit and wound, and I probably won't get through him that much. But because they charged this turn, my spears are damaged 2. And I'm strength 5. So this is the thing. I'm strength 5. I'm strength 5 against the Wolf Lord. I'll still be wounding on 5s because the -1. And he's -1 to hit. But if I hit the Thunderwolf Cavalry, I'm hitting on 2s. And also, I'm hitting on 2s, but also every time, because they're not -1 to hit, every time I roll a 5 or a 6, it automatically wounds. So that'll really help me, and then I'm wounding them on 4s as well. So I could kill 2 of them, if I get lucky, rather than just killing the one Wolf Lord.
Yeah.
So I actually think I'm going to hit them. So I'll just pile in here. Oh yes, you can't interrupt anymore, can you?
No, I have 0 CPs.
Yeah, that's the only reason I went into 2 different spots anyway. So I'll kind of, damn it, do that. And then that guy has to go close to the Wolf Lord. So Wolf Lord is still in. And then, of course, just something like that. So they're still within 6 inches, of course, of the Shaman. So they've still got they've still got +1 to hit.
Yep.
But they're within 9 of Magnus now. So they're re-rolling ones to hit as well.
Okay.
So I don't have any strats I can use on them, I don't think. And that means they've just got 2 attacks each. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the guy that gets 3.
And it's all going into the cavalry, right?
Yeah, all hitting the cavalry. So I'm hitting on 2s. And I'm re-rolling my 1s. And then 5s and 6s wound and don't need to be rolled for.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And then these are wounding on 4s.
Yeah. That's definitely pretty good.
Yeah, it's definitely pretty good, man. That many.
And what's the AP?
And these are -1, so these are
3 up.
3 up saves on them.
3 up saves. And because of my saga popped off, I've got 6 up feel no pain.
4. So 4 of them go through. So that means the first guy's got 2 wounds, so he's going to take 2 feel no pains.
Yep.
So he takes another 2.
Oh, so...
Because they're 2 damage each.
Oh, they're 2 damage each, I see.
So he's dead.
So he's dead.
And
so
then it's just 2 more damage attacks left.
Oh, yes.
Oh no! So that guy dies.
That guy will die, and another one.
And the next guy's got 1 wound left. Yeah, I forgot about your saga, giving them feel no pain.
It just popped off.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that. Very nice. So one of them's got 1 wound left.
Yep, the one in the back.
Did you just take the wound dice away? Because I've got
yeah.
weird ones. Oh, okay. I've got weird ones
I've got the
left.
weird ones, man. David.
So you got one guy with 1 wound left. Damn it! That's annoying.
That's
oh,
big.
I have the blades though.
So you can fight again?
Yeah, the discs. No, the discs give me 1 extra attack per guy as well.
Okay.
So I've got the discs here, and they're obviously I'm hitting on 2s. Rerolling 1s. So that many hits, but none of these auto wounds because they're the
And they're
discs.
1 damage.
And I think these are wound on 5s. Oh, no wounds.
Okay.
So nothing.
You can imagine how glad I am.
Damn it! I left 1 guy on 1 wound.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, it's okay. What happens there is happens. So that's cool. But they would have killed the Wolf Lord, I think. There.
I
With
think
the auto
so.
wounds and stuff. So well, it's okay. I'm happy with that. Now Magnus, the big boy.
Oh,
So-
that's gonna hurt bad.
He is going to use Vengeance for Prospero. It's
Okay.
a 1 CP strat,
Oh, yeah.
and it means that my Death to the False Emperor triggers on a 4+ instead of a 6+ against Space Wolf units. Because they've come here to try and kill us. Come here to try and kill us. Right, so he's got 8 attacks, and he's hitting on 2s.
Okay.
Okay. And he's rerolling 1s, because it's old rerolls.
It's old
Thank
rolls.
God.
You're so lucky. Oh, there's a 1. Look, there's a 1.
Oh, whoa, 1 hit. 1 extra.
One
1 extra attack. It's still going to hit with a reroll. Okay.
He's not made for a...
And then he's wounding on 2s. And
Is it -3 or -4?
I will CP that. There we go. So it's down to 3
Is it
CPs.
-3 or -4?
-4. So this
So
puts
6
you on your 6-up saves.
Okay.
Oh, wow. That was very unlucky for me.
So how much damage do you do?
3.
So you
he's
killed
killed
1.5.
1 and puts 1 down to 1 wound.
That's huge.
Yeah, that was silly. I think he should have killed the whole squad.
He should have destroyed the squad.
Yeah, he should have killed the whole squad there, I think. Which one do you want dead?
The one here in the back. Because
Nice.
that's the most useless one, isn't
He's
it?
got 1 wound left.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think you've gotten very lucky there, David. I think you should be. That unit should be
I
dead.
think it's more than lucky.
Yeah, I think that unit should be dead. Right, your attacks then.
Yeah, I'll pass you the phone and we can swap.
Here we are then. After Magnus just flogged. Magnus, you silly guy. Let's see if he can brave the attacks back.
Is definitely gonna get slapped back to his whatever
Yeah.
he came from.
This could really hurt now.
Yeah.
Magnus, now you need to show them how tough you are as well.
You think he will? So I've got 3
Well, I
attacks.
hope he does. I really, really hope he does.
With 3 attacks per normal guy and 4 for a pipe leader.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
hitting you on 3s.
Yes, +1, -1.
Oh. And I'm wounding you on 3s.
Yes.
That's not very good.
Okay.
But they are -3.
And we have got a 4-up invulnerable.
Yep.
So he fails 1, so he takes 2
2
damage.
damage.
So he's got 16 left.
Yeah, that's
Well
good.
done, Magnus. At least
But-
you're showing them how tough you are. I'm happy with that.
I've got 3 wolves. They're gonna take some wounds off him.
Oh yes, you got the wolf
They're hitting
mans.
on 2s. Yeah, look at them. And they're wounding you on 5s?
Yep.
1.
One
minus
save.
2.
1 4-up invulnerable.
Yeah!
Yeah. Very nice. So he goes down to 15 wounds. You deserve that, Magnus, because you fluffed. You totally
deserves to
deserve
die.
that. Yeah. Oh, and then this is gonna hurt quite a bit, I think.
Yeah, I'll start with the
Okay.
with cavalry.
I'm gonna start with the cavalry. Okay.
Yeah, which is 3 and a 4.
Okay.
You 2 damage, 2 wounds each, right?
2 wounds each. Yes.
Yeah. So I'm hitting you on 3s. Rerolling 1s because I'm next to the wolf lord and I'm a core unit.
Yeah.
Doesn't help, does it?
Oh.
2s.
Yeah.
Three.
Ooh,
Minus
but I've
one.
been unlucky, but you're getting unlucky
Yeah.
too. So I got my 4-up invulnerable. Oh,
Oh,
okay. Failed all 3.
And my wolves?
What I'm going to do here, actually, because I don't want this Wolf Lord to hit me, and he hasn't charged. So if I just take
Oh, yeah, he
these
hasn't
2
charged.
off, he can't fight because he can't pile in
Oh, yeah.
because there's no one within an inch of him.
There
So
you
that's
go.
quite nice. So I'll take those 2 off.
Completely forgot you haven't charged.
Yeah.
And
Then
the
you got
wolves?
your 2 wolves.
And we're rolling 1s. And
What is it with both of us rolling 1s into 1s with rerolls?
that many is -2.
4-up invulnerables again.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, 1.5.
1.5 dead.
Very nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think if I leave the sergeant and these 2, I don't think the Wolf Lord can run through there anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's got to stay an inch away from me. So actually, I think I've achieved what I wanted to achieve there because the Wolf Lord can't pile in and strike now. That helps me quite a bit, doesn't it, I think?
I can consolidate at least, so...
Oh, yes.
I'm just going to make
the
space so Wolflord can go and slap Magnus. You go there. There you go.
Very nice.
And he goes there.
Ah, so the Wolf Lord can run that way into Magnus. Oh,
You don't want your shame on that? I'll kill your Magnus.
yeah, I want to keep the shaman alive. Ooh, that could hurt. That could
Oh,
hurt.
spicy.
Very nice. But I have lost 3 Zangor again.
Yeah.
So I could fell a leadership on a 6 again. No, they're okay again. That's nice. And that is my turn. So Magnus failed heroically. Magnus failed heroically there. These boys did their job, which I'm really happy with. Those guys are just blocking like we wanted them to.
Yeah.
And these boys over here have got me a couple more points. So they scrambled in David's deployment. So I've only got 1 scrambler left next turn. And they've got me 4 more points for line breaker.
Okay.
So we're doing pretty well there. And I haven't stopped David being on any of those objectives over there. I was hoping Magnus would bully him off this objective so that he'd only get 10 points. Oh, he still gets 10 points.
Yeah, because I
Oh, okay, yes, because I'm still on 3. It's pretty nice. So David gets 10 primaries. This is going to be interesting now. Look at this. David's pouncing. Look at this. They're going after Magnus. They think they can take him down, man. My God.
They're so excited. Money's not higher.
Right, David, run us through what you're doing here then, bro. What have you done?
He moved back, so he doesn't get charged by the Zangor bomb that has to come down.
Oh, yeah, my
Which I
Zangor bomb.
expect is going to come down like here and try to charge the wolf pub and take my objective.
Yeah, they've got to come down in a decent place, hopefully, and do something decent.
So he moved back, so he's got a choice of shooting Magnus, these Zangors, or these Zangors. They are probably going to be the target.
Nice.
Because I can get through here within an inch of money, and I can declare both of them and just stand in the middle, which basically doesn't really affect me that they're there.
Oh, with Murderfang.
Yes,
Very
with
nice.
Murderfang.
Awesome.
Bjorn is gonna shoot Magnus and do the 12 wounds that I promised. Then I'm gonna throw a crack grenade into him, and then I'm gonna charge him.
Very nice.
And then my wolf guard dropped in there because they can just fit.
Yeah, that's
and
a
they'll
nice
charge
guy.
Ariman.
Very cool. If they get into Araman, they are gonna butcher him.
And it's turn 3.
Yeah, David's in his assault doctrine now.
Exploding 6 is minus 1 AP.
Savage Fury activates now. And then, look, these guys ran away like cowards. Look at them. Fell back
they are
from Magnus
death
like
hexed.
cowards.
They're death hexed. They're lucky to be alive and they're just running for their lives.
Right then, David.
Njal
Oh, yes.
is here in the building
Njal is
looking
there
out
in
the
the building.
window at Magnus. And since
I love
Money's
it.
got
I
3
love it.
CPs, he can
I love it.
interrupt, right?
Yes,
and
I
we
can
don't want Money
interrupt.
to interrupt.
David wants me to fight last, don't you, David?
So I'm gonna try to cast the psychic power.
Oh, okay.
Murderous Hurricane.
Okay.
On an 11.
Oh, on an 11! David, you lucky bugger! Right, well, I do have +2 to deny.
You do.
So I think I need to roll a 10 as well, basically.
You do.
Just like that!
Of course you roll a 10.
yeah!
Okay.
+2, so denied on a 12. See, if you can cast on an 11, I can deny on a 12,
That's
mate.
shocking.
No problem. No problem.
That leaves me with a smite. Big smite coming in.
Oh no, don't be a big one.
Oh, it's a 9.
It's a 9,
You're
so
gonna
we'll
have to-
try and
obviously
stop
you're
it
gonna have to
anyway,
do
yeah. Oh no, I've got a 9 as well.
Are you gonna CP that?
No, I'm okay, because you're only going to do one more wound, aren't you, David?
3.
Ooh, very tasty,
Oh.
very tasty.
That's a good start.
Puts me down to 12. Yeah, that was a good start from Nigel.
So that's
Yeah,
all my
doing
psychic
well.
powers. Now
Cool.
shooting face.
Ooh, shooting face.
My
Oh.
Wolfrod's gonna throw a crack grenade. Yeah! Hits. Doesn't work. Oh, you toughness 6, toughness 7, right?
Toughness 7.
Hmm.
What's coming now, David?
What do you think?
Bjorn, isn't
Bjorn,
it? Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
2 hits.
Oh, double 6.
Oh.
1 wound. Oh, he used the 12 on the hit roll, so you're not going to get big damage here. But I got a 4-up invulnerable.
Yeah.
And you were in half range. You know how much that would hurt.
I know. D6 plus 2 damage. go Magnus. Yes, this is why you're so tough. Show him.
I'm not sure if he has a heavy flamer. I'll check it later.
Yeah, I think he does have a heavy flame.
Yeah, so I'll just shoot the heavy flamer as well because.
Oh, okay. Oh, 6 shots.
Yeah, 5s. 1 save.
1 save. He's trying.
He's trying.
Chip of the
4 up
moon.
inward. He's okay.
Oh.
Oh, he might have fluffed his attacks, David, but he's tough as hell. Not gonna fluff his saves as well.
I see. That's how we play.
What's coming next then? What's left to shoot here?
The heavy flamer.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, David. What were these boys doing? They're scrambling, aren't they?
They are scrambling.
Just
yes.
worth letting
Forgot
everyone
to
know.
mention because
Those
they
guys
might
scramble.
as well.
Yeah, because you didn't scramble last turn, did you? Because
I couldn't get in range.
Yeah. So now you've done your deployment zone and the mid one, right?
Yes.
So David had to scramble this turn with them basically because now he's just got my one left. But like if he fails this charge and he doesn't scramble in the middle, I can potentially go for the remaining infantry squads he's got to stop him getting scramblers. Yeah.
So he's gonna shoot his heavy flamer here.
Oh yes.
5 shots.
5 shots, very nice.
Because one of them is wounded, right?
Yeah, one of them's down to 1 wound. Ooh, very tasty. 4 up invulnerable still. Oh, the 1 wound, it kills him. Very nice. So, dead.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've just got the leader and 1 guy left.
Mm-hmm. So, let me just check something, because I think he has a Stormbolter, but I'm not quite sure.
Ah, cool.
Let's just check. Okay, so he does have a Stormbolter on top of having a heavy
Very
flamer.
nice.
So 4 shots. 3 hits. 3 wounds.
Ooh, tasty.
Tasty.
Tasty. 4 up invulnerables. Hey, another 1 dies.
Another 1 dies.
So I've just got my sergeant left.
Mm-hmm.
Look at him trying to be brave in the face of all the Thunderwolves and 2 character dreadnoughts.
So now, the scary thing is, Magnus has got 12 wounds left.
Yeah, he's
So
pretty,
it's
he's pretty
not-
beastly.
It's not very reliable to kill him.
Because, guys, look, I've still got 3 CPs left. So what that means is I can interrupt and do Vengeance for Prospero as well. So, I mean, Vengeance for Prospero didn't serve him too well last time, which, like we said, David, if something doesn't work, the next turn it should be amazing, right?
Yeah.
So,
It
Vengeance
should.
for Prospero failed him in the last turn, but it could be amazing this Well, it will be.
So what I'm thinking is
Oh,
I
yeah,
had
so
a-
Gladiator.
Gladiator had a choice of shooting Zangors.
You can't say it like that, David.
Gladiator.
Yeah.
Cannot find the
You're like
text.
Gladiator.
So I think he will put everything into Magnus.
Oh, into Magnus.
Yeah, because I want to reliably kill him.
Are you sure? Because everything on him wounds Magnus on 5s.
Yes, but think about it. If you live, I want to make sure that when I charge, I kill you with a single charge.
Oh, with 1 unit. Okay, nice.
Because if you interrupt,
So you want to
you
chip
can
a
kill-
few wounds off.
You can kill an expensive unit of mine.
Yes.
And the other thing that he will kill, he will shoot them, and he will kill like 3.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And killing 3 doesn't do anything to me.
I see what you mean.
Killing him doesn't matter to me anymore.
That 1's angle.
Because I can just run through.
Okay, yeah.
And he's
But
the...
killing Magnus is
He
pretty
needs
big.
to be dead. Like,
Okay.
I know on average he should be dead, but I don't want to risk it because we've seen what averages did to me.
Okay then. Let's see what you got, David. Let's see what you got.
I've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 4 shots.
24 shots.
He
Oh,
dead.
this could be
Imagine if he died
dangerous.
just from the baby shot.
It could do a lot. It could do a lot.
Oh. I've just seen lots of 1s and 2s. That's not bad.
They're all bunched up. It's
Yeah,
okay.
it's not as bad as I thought. And
Yeah,
5 ups. 1, 2, 3. I expected a bit
Not
more
bad,
than
not bad,
3.
not bad.
But that's a good start.
And then I got 4 up invulnerables against this. Failed 1, so he takes 1 wound.
Okay. And then my bolters and my heavy stabber.
Yes.
There you go. And that's 5 ups still. Might have rolled them all together, to be honest.
1 wound, okay.
That's below what I expected.
4 up invuln. Cool. So he loses 1 wound.
He loses 1 wound.
Wow, well
Okay.
done, Magnus. So he's got 11 left.
So,
He's holding his own. He's holding his own.
might make a difference.
It could do. It could do.
I'm not within 6. Oh, no, I'm not gonna shoot them, they're scrambling.
Oh yeah, let's go.
no. Just to throw a grenade. So I think it's down to the charges.
Very nice. Who's going first then,
I'm gonna
David?
start with Murderfang because he's got the reroll.
Oh, yes. Okay, yes.
So
Going
he's
into
gonna
my
charge into
shaman,
him.
right?
Yep.
Perfect.
It's an 8-inch charge. With a
Oh,
Oh, he
very nice. 10. He really wants to kill that shaman, doesn't he?
Get him there.
Very nice.
And I'm gonna base him so he doesn't do anything stupid.
Very nice.
Now,
Who's
my
next?
Wolf Lord
Wolf Lord into Magnus.
He's going 6.
Going 6.
He's just gonna go around him
Of course he is.
and base him.
Yeah, it's best to base me so I can't, like,
Yeah, hit anything that I
twiddle
don't want.
around you. Yeah.
Now it's Bjorn.
Oh, Bjorn.
Bjorn needs to make the charge.
Bjorn needs to make
It's
his
an
charge.
8-inch charge as well.
8-inch charge as well.
He will have to CP that. I know I've got them.
He's going to use the CP. Now, are you sure you want to use the CP, David? Because you use this CP, then you can't do your rerolls to hit and wound against me,
I know.
and then I can interrupt anyway.
I know.
So you sure you want to reroll this? And obviously, you've still got this 9-inch charge to go as well.
I know, but I'm thinking that Wolf Lord. Oh no, you cannot really kill the Wolf Lord in combat very well, do you? Because he's got Pale of the Wolf, Pale of the Beowulf
I -1 to hit, yes.
and Wound.
Yeah, -1 to hit and -1 to wound.
But he's only got 5 attacks.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, that's not gonna get fair.
He might struggle against.
No, I will CP that
Your CP that, okay.
because I think I need Bjorn to get in to kill him.
Oh, do you? Okay, okay.
Oh,
Just about Vanguard 8
Just
inch.
about.
Very nice.
Yeah, I know he can interrupt, and it's really bad.
So Bjorn goes straight in there.
No, I just need to roll a 9-inch charge. I've seen
9-inch charge into Araman.
Oh,
Oh, I saw it. Unlucky,
Oh.
unlucky. Yeah, I was like, if these guys get into Araman, that could really hurt, like a lot.
Well, the thing is, I'm hoping I can kill him, pile in Consolidated, and just tag him so he doesn't go for them. Which will
Oh, I
help
see
me a
what you
little
mean. I
bit.
see what you mean.
It will
Yeah,
help me a little bit.
yeah, like tag him.
So,
That's nice. Right, who's going first then, David?
Oh, I think it has to be Bjorn.
Oh, Bjorn, yes. Bjorn's a good choice.
It's
Bjorn
the
is a
garage
good
match.
choice. Very nice.
Because you don't really want to kill the Wolf Lord. You'd rather go for Bjorn.
I
think.
would rather go for Bjorn, yes.
And Bjorn has 6 attacks on charge.
Very nice.
Hitting on 2s, there's exploding 6s.
Hitting on 2s.
Oh, of course, he rolled 3 ones.
Oh, 3 ones.
But 1 explodes.
1 explodes. That helps a bit.
And I'm wounding you on 3s.
You're running me on 3s, and you've got rerolls.
Yeah. Good thing.
Oh my God.
Rerolls. No, that's
Ooh,
bad.
that is
You
unlucky.
just fail all 3, Nakiri.
I know, I've got 4 up invulnerables here. Oh, only 1 goes through. I'm tempted to CP that. Because if I CP that, I don't even think the Wolf Lord should kill me,
Might not.
to be honest. Because Bjorn is D6 damage.
Yeah.
I've got 11 wounds. If he takes 2 off me, I'm bracketed. Don't really want to be bracketed.
Oh, and I'll base you with a pile in, so I can
But,
do it as well.
you know what? I'll take it. I'll take
Okay.
it.
D6. Oh, it's on
2. Very nice.
It's not very
So
nice.
he's got 9 wounds
I mean,
left.
it's perfect, isn't it? You just need to get 3 through now.
Yeah. So he's got 9 wounds left, and I am going to interrupt David.
Okay.
So let's do that. So I'm going to spend 2 CBs to interrupt, and I really like the exploding on 4s. I think I might need it if I want to kill this Wolf Lord reliably. So I will use my 1 CP on that as well. There we go.
0.
So I use all 3 for Vengeance for Prospero. Let's do this. So you've bracketed me, so I only get 7 attacks now because I still was charged. So I've got 7 instead of 8. And they're all going into the Wolf Lord because I know
I can
Bjorn
imagine.
can't fight twice.
So you might as well to hit.
Put them all into the Wolf Lord. So I'm hitting him on 3s. And I'm re-rolling 1s, which there's none of.
Yep.
And only 5s and 6s explode
So
because
2
the
extra
4s
attacks.
don't, do they? Because I'm -1. So still hitting on 3s with them as well. No. Okay, and then I'm wounding on 3s as well. All wound, that
That's
helps.
pretty good.
Okay.
4 up in vulns.
4 of your honorables.
Oh,
That's so lucky, David.
that's 3 damage, isn't it?
Very nice.
Feel no pains. He takes 2.
Nice.
That was insane
So
of him.
he's still got 2 wounds left. Wow. Very tough.
That's big.
But that's why you take him with the pelt of the Beowulf, right?
Yeah.
It's really good.
I mean, it didn't help him too much. Explosions helped. The hitting. Oh, he just rolled.
He's done really
stupidly,
well.
didn't
Yeah,
he?
he's rolled stupidly on his saves. He should be
So,
dead.
He's got 5. He's got 5 attacks. Hitting on 2s. 1 miss. Exploding 6. So I'll hit.
Yep.
And wounding you on 3s.
Yes.
Oh, only 3. 3. You need to fail all 3 to die.
And then I've got 4 invulnerables. And he fails 1.
Okay, so it's down to 6.
Down
But
to
I still
6,
got
so
my
we've got
Wolfie.
6 wounds left.
I still got my Wolfie.
6 wounds left.
Technically, I can do 6 wounds if I roll 3 6.
You could do. 5 hits, nice.
Wounds on 5.
Doing on 5s.
2 saves.
2 saves. 4 invulnerables.
Mm-hmm.
Passes 1.
That's another
So he's
one.
down to 5.
Is he bracketed again?
I
Or
believe he's 1 away from being bracketed again. I will check that for
Okay.
you. So he's got 5 wounds left. What a hero. What a hero. I did think he would kill the Wolf Lord though there.
Yeah, at
I
least
think,
he's still tagged, right?
yes.
And I'm taking objective away from you.
Yes.
So-
Yeah, you are. You're taking objective away from me. It's pretty big.
So now, let's do the fun stuff, that's killing stuff.
yes.
And let's do Murder Fang.
Murder.
He's got 5 attacks, right?
And then he
plus
gets
3 on the
plus 3 for
charge.
charging.
Yeah.
He's a beast.
Hitting on 2s. And wounding on 2s, rerolling. Because he's got Murder Fang.
Oh yes, murder clauses.
Good thing. I rolled so many ones to wound. That many with minus 50.
Yeah, I think I've just got a 5 invulnerable here. Oh,
Done pretty
good
well.
save 3, but he's still dead.
He's still dead.
Bye bye, Shaman.
And then, I'm not sure if he's closer or if he's closer. He
Oh
might be
yes,
closer.
you might want to just double check that, David.
Yeah, I'll just quickly check.
Oh look, my beautiful Shaman
That one is like
dies.
3.5.
That's going to give David some points though for assassinate.
I'll
which
have
is
to.
nice.
I'll have to go and tag him. Because
Oh, were
he's
you? Oh, were you closer to the Zango than you were Araman? Okay, that's pretty cool. So that guy gets to take you back now.
I don't know how many attacks he
Okay,
has.
he's got 3 attacks.
3 attacks.
3 attacks, and he's hitting on 3s now because the Shaman's dead. Oh, all hit.
Does it
Oh,
count? One
and,
explosion?
No, they don't get the full
Oh,
damage
they
for
don't
the
get.
Zangos.
Do you get auto wounds?
Oh yes, on a
So one
6,
is
yeah.
auto
So
wound.
1 auto wound, and the other 2 are 5s. Hey, 2 wounds.
2 saves.
-1.
Bulk of
Yeah, he's done 2 wounds. Yeah, Murder Fang. That's
He's
how
done
it
to
feels
6,
to
yeah.
get hit by a Zangor.
Now he's just more angry.
Yeah, I can imagine. Okay, so this guy, he only lost 2 guys this turn, and he's issue 8, so he can't fail. Magnus is okay for the time being. He's still alive.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we'll say okay, but that means he's just alive. Are they both basing me, David, or is only one
Both
basing
basing
me?
you.
They're both basing me. Okay, so they're both basing me there. And yeah, I think you've got some good points here, haven't you, David?
I finally
Let's see what you got.
got assassinate.
Yeah, Sangor Shaman died.
I got warrior pride. And almost done my scramble.
Yeah, he's almost done his scramblers as well. That's pretty nice. But you're on 3 now, aren't you? Because you're on that objective, and also you've taken this one away because I've only
Yes.
got 1 model on it.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool for
That's
you.
stopping you getting 15.
Yeah,
That's
I
another
still
idea.
get 10 points.
Yeah.
Which is quite nice.
I was hoping for Ariman and Magnus to be there, but that would be huge.
know.
It was a Hail Mary.
So Magnus, they are trying to take you down, mate. You've shown them how tough you are now. Now show them the real power of what you can do. Right. These turns are getting dicier as we go, but I've got even more janky stuff that I'm going to do this turn. Right then. Right. Well, Magnus needs to try and get out of this. He's only got 5 wounds left, so he's on the middle bracket, but
Let's get the better profile.
5 wounds are pretty nice for David to take off. He could do that fairly simply. So Araman advanced from here, 16 inches to there. So the Wolf Lord and Bjorn are the closest target. So hopefully he can help with a smite and try and get Magnus out from the characters. Magnus can obviously start with Infernal Gateway on the Wolf Lord. So he could do D3 mortal wounds to this guy, D3 mortal wounds to Bjorn and the Wolf Lord. So he could kill the Wolf Lord, this guy, and hurt Bjorn.
I'm just going to deny it.
And then do other powers. So that's the plan. Then these boys here, they just they were over here, so they've just spread out like that. And they are just within 9 of Araman. Because I think one of my most important powers this turn is warp time on those bow guys to move them again up there. So they can charge something like Nigel maybe, charge Niall, or go over there and charge the tank. We can do some cool stuff.
Okay.
We can do some cool stuff with them. And then this guy just fell back from Murderfang because he was just like, I'm not bloody dying in there.
No bloody way.
This guy over here has just walked over to this side, so he's a bit closer. He can do a smite, and then this is where his power comes into play. The where is he? A gift of chaos.
So basically, what I do is cast on a 6, then I have to roll over David's toughness. So a 5+. If I roll a 5+, the unit takes D3 plus 3 mortal wounds.
Okay, can you cast
So
two
it's
powers?
a lot of... Sorry?
Can you cast 2 powers? Is it just a normal sorcerer?
It's a sorcerer, bro.
They all look the same. They all look the same.
It's a sorcerer, bro. Yeah, and then my Zangor Blob came in. So Zangor Blobs come in. They're going to try and charge into Murderfang because I need him dead. The thing that I can't do much about is like... There should be like 2 Thunderwolf Cavalry here left that I can't even do anything about. And hopefully I can chip that 1 wound away with something. So there's just 1 guy there. But I can't do anything about these cavalry. I have to just let David do what he wants with them. I have to deal with Murderfang and these 2 characters this turn, I think. But these rubrics, like I said, so they Sorcerer's Facaded out of their last turn and came and sat here. And that's so that they could deploy Scramblers here. So they're going to deploy Scramblers. Okay. So that's my Scramblers done. Scramblers done. And the Sorcerer just advanced 11 inches straight forwards. He's just within 3 of those Terminators, meaning he still can't get shot unless he's the closest target. And he's just within 24 of that Gladiator. He could have gone a few inches more forward, but he decided to stay within 3 of the Terminators. And the Terminators have just wobbled forward a little bit. And I
with their crushing speed.
I might gate them forwards. You never know. I might have some plans. So, first things first. Psychic phase.
Ooh, spicy.
So this could be pretty spicy. Now, Magnus has to go first. Doombolt is of no use to me here. Death Hex could help, but Infernal Gateway and Smite have to be cast.
They're the biggest ones.
And then Gaze of Fate could really help along the way with one of those. So Gaze of Fate might be the first one to do, but it could be like a situation where I do Gaze of Fate, Infernal Gateway, and Smite, and then if I need to, I can Death Hex or Doombolt with a CP. So I will do Gaze of Fate first.
Yeah.
Rerolling ones to cast. No.
Nope.
That's unlucky.
Okay, no reroll.
Wow.
I'm gonna reroll to get the reroll.
Wow, that's unlucky. Okay, so no Gaze of Fate.
Nope. Okay.
We'll go with Infernal Gateway because I need that.
We just need to continue like that.
So that goes off on a 10 because it's only +1 now.
So I would need to
You need to roll a natural 11.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I've only got 2 denies, and I'm just fishing for the lower rolls.
You're fishing for the lower rolls. Yeah. Okay, so that goes off on a 10. So it's not quite the big one. And so I know it does D3 more wounds to the Wolf Lord.
Yeah.
2.
Feel no pains.
Ooh, so we've killed the Wolf Lord.
No, and I cannot fight in death.
You cannot fight in death, so the Wolf Lord's dead. And then the only thing is, it's a question of whether it does 1 mortal wound to everyone within 3 or D3. So, every other unit, identify the nearest enemy model within 12, visible to him. That model's unit. Oh, and every other unit, friend or foe. Within 3 inches. I didn't realise it was friend or foe.
No.
Okay, every other unit.
I was like, no, Magnus, no.
Suffers D3 mortal wounds.
Oh, so everyone gets a D3.
Yeah, so even me. Okay, I didn't realise that.
Can you kill yourself with it? How many wounds do you have? Oh, you had 5.
Araman. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Araman's got 5.
No, Magnus.
Oh, Magnus has got 5. Oh, this could really hurt.
Oh, you bracket yourself.
So that's him. Yeah, I'm bracketed automatically. Yeah, if I take 1, I'm bracketed.
Oh.
So yeah, that really hurts me. So,
my Thunderwolf Cavalry?
On the Thunderwolf Cavalry?
Oh, the question. Do you do it simultaneously or after my Wolf Lord dies? I'm just wondering if I have a saga for Feel No Pains.
Oh. Yes, that's a good... It depends on the wording of it, doesn't it? I believe it'll be then everyone within one of him takes more wounds, but I'm not sure. So, let's have a look at the wording. That model's unit and every other unit within 3
so
it's simultaneous.
Okay, so I get the saga at least.
Yes, so you get the saga. So the Wolf Cavalry unit takes 2 more wounds.
Takes 1.
So he's dead.
Yeah, imagine if I rolled double 6, it was close.
Yeah, so I'm happy with that because that guy died and that guy died. And then Bjorn.
Bjorn has a 5-up Feel No Pain on his own.
Yeah, Bjorn has a 5-up Feel No Pain on his own. But let's see how many wounds we can do to him. 1. And he's okay. And then Araman takes 1. And Magnus takes 1. Hey! I'm happy with that. Okay. So Magnus is down to 4. But that really hurts me.
Because you don't get +1 to cast,
I don't get +1 anymore. So he's down to 4 wounds only.
That's what happens when you play with matches money.
You get burned. And then Araman's down to 4 as well. Okay. But I still can cast 1 more power.
Yeah, of course.
So he's going to go with Smite now into Bjorn. It could still be big one. You never know.
10. Oh, with +1. Oh, no. It's no pluses, so no.
Okay, so
So it goes off. So you need to roll an 11.
because that's D6, right?
Yeah, his smite is just D6.
And then Ahriman has.
Ahriman's got a smite as well, and Zinch's Firestorm. So, ooh, I could really hurt Bjorn.
I'll let
here.
you do that.
You let me do it, okay. So 4 mortal wounds.
5. Because I've got 5 up feel no pain.
Yes,
I'm
you
kind
do.
of hoping to do well. Okay,
So
I
3
take
go
3.
through.
So he's down to what, 6?
Yeah, I believe he has 9 wounds.
Yeah, we'll check it later.
I believe he has 9 wounds. So he's either got 8 or 9, so he's down to 6 or 5. But I'll just put a 6 there to be on the safe side.
Mhm.
And then Ahriman will have to go next, I think.
Mhm.
He's the most important one after that. So he wants to do warp time. Definitely going to do warp time.
That's
I need
something
that.
I'll probably try to deny.
I need that. So that's with +1 to cast, of course. So that's an 8.
I'll try to deny that with Nigel. With a reroll. Because he's got innate rerolls. Nope.
Yay, we got the same.
It's so close.
Yes, so they get to move. And I'll move them in a second.
Yeah.
So they're just going to move towards David's deployment zone. And then after that, he's got Zinch's Firestorm and Smite are the next 2 most important. So I'll go with Smite first.
Okay.
Rerolling 1s next to Magnus. Come on. Oh, it's a 10 with the +1. It's not quite a big
I'm
one.
not gonna deny that, obviously.
So it's D3 mortal wounds. 2. Takes another one. So he's down to 5.
Yeah, slowly chipping away.
Slowly chipping at him. We're slowly chipping at him. And then he's going to do Zinch's Firestorm as well. On an 11.
And that's the last spell he can cast, right?
Yes.
And then there's gonna be nothing in range that I can deny.
No.
So I'll just deny.
Okay.
12. And reroll. Nope.
No. So he's got 9 dice and he's looking for 6s. But there's a question here.
Yeah.
So I could do this. Of course, I could do it on Bjorn to try and take like 1 or 2 mortal wounds off him. But if I do it here, this could be that thing that I was saying to kill the 1 Thunderwolf cavalry guy.
So do you pick or is it the closest?
I get to choose an enemy unit within 24. But I think Bjorn is the one to go for because he does fight before Magnus, but Ahriman can. Ahriman can't charge because advanced. That was a bad goal. So
Magnus is like, no.
I know, yeah. So actually, even if I damage Bjorn with this, I can't kill him. So I might as well go for the Thunderwolf cavalry.
Okay. I'm hoping for no 6s.
1. So he's dead. Yeah.
Poor guy.
So kill that 1 Thunderwolf cavalry. Well done, Ahriman. Ahriman did well there.
He did 1 mortal wound. We're proud
Ahriman
of
did
you.
well there. I'm happy.
You
I'm
did well,
happy.
Ahriman.
So that's him cast. So Magnus is cast and he's cast. And then these Zangor get to move 12 inches.
Yeah. Do you want to move them when we come back?
Oh no, it's okay because we can move them at the end. Oh, actually, yes, because I've got some important powers in terms of where I'm going to move now. So, just looking at this, I could leave Murderfang alone, right? With the Zangors and stuff. I could charge into here and take away one of the only 2 units David's got left to scramble with. Now, because Magnus's Infernal Gateway went off over here, I can do janky stuff. So because that went off and killed the 1 Thunderwolf Cavalry that was here, that Thunderwolf Cavalry was stopping me Sorcerer's Facading over here. Because he's dead, I can come down 9 away from this guy. So I can come down, like right over here. So what I can do is this Sorcerer over here can do Sorcerer's Facade on himself and pick himself and put him there. And then he can do Temporal Manipulation and heal D3 wounds on Magnus. So that could be very spicy. That could be very spicy. So he's going to try Sorcerer's Facade. Yes, it's a 9. It needed a 7 with no reroll because I don't want to use my 1 CP. I want to save my 1 CP for his one of his invulnerables because he has to survive against Bjorn. Yeah. So what I want to do is I want to put him 9 away.
Oh, he's scared of Bjorn.
I want to put him 9 away there.
Yeah.
And then he's 9.5. Well, almost 10 away from them. He's within 10 still, so he could charge if he wants to. But basically, he's closer to Bjorn than he is there.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So now I don't know whether I should smite Bjorn here or whether I should heal Magnus. Because if he smites Bjorn and manages to take 2 or 3 wounds off him and he's down to 2 or 3, then Magnus could do an extra power and Doombolt him to kill him.
Oh, I see.
So it could be spicy. But I think I'm better off healing wounds on myself. So he'll try Temporal Manipulation on Magnus. Yes?
Yeah.
And he will heal 2 wounds.
Okay.
So he's
going
back up
to
6.
6.
So he's on middle bracket again.
Just one slap from Bjorn, you mean?
Sorry?
One slap from Bjorn away from dying.
Oh yes, yes. So at least he can do that now.
Mhm.
At least he can do
That's
that.
big. That's big.
And what else does he have? So he's gated over. Oh, he's gated over, and he's. Oh no, sorry, he doesn't have temporal manipulation. It's Weaver of Fates. It's cast on the same thing. So yeah, that was the thing. So he doesn't heal D3. Sorry,
It's +1 invulnerable.
It's +1 invulnerable. Yes. So he doesn't
That's
heal
even
it.
better.
He gives him invulnerable.
That's
Yes,
even better,
that's the thing.
isn't it?
Sorry. Yeah, it was. Oh, it was the shaman that had temporal manipulation. Yes.
Oh yeah, you did say, I think.
Yes,
earlier.
yes. So the plan, the plan was to gate himself over and give Weaver of Fates to Magnus. Sorry. So not heal D3 wounds, but give him a 3-up invulnerable, because I think a 3-up invulnerable is quite important. That's why I needed the Sorcerer's Facade that was cast on a 7 there. I needed that to go off without the reroll, because he's pretty vulnerable to dying to Bjorn now. But with a 4-up invulnerable, I'm pretty much definitely dead.
Yeah.
But now I've got a 3-up invulnerable, and if I can CP reroll one, failed one as well, chances are he could survive here.
Yep.
So Magnus could live and cause Bjorn a lot of trouble.
He could.
A lot of
He
problems.
definitely could.
A lot of problems. So I'm really glad that worked for me. And then I've got a couple more psychic powers to do. In the form of the Terminator guy over there can't really do anything. The Terminator sorcerer over there. He can't really do anything, but that guy at the front can. So he's going to go for...
trying to murder the wolf.
yeah, he's going to murder the wolf pup first of all. So he's going to hit him with an astral blast. Oh.
No blast for you.
No, even with the +1, that's a 5. So that doesn't go off. That's what greed does to you. That's what greed does to you. So then he's going to have to do... what's his Infernal Gaze. He's going to have to do Infernal Gaze on him. No, Smite. I'll go for a Smite.
You did Infernal Gaze, didn't you? From Magnus? Oh no, it's
Infernal Gateway. No. This Infernal
Why
Gaze.
is it everything Infernal?
So actually, I'll do an Infernal Gaze. So that does go off. So he rolls 3 dice, looking for a 4+, and he gets 2. So it's 3 mortal wounds. He does 'cause of the
Definitely
+1.
dead.
So he kills the wolf. Kills the wolf.
Look at him.
I was hoping to be able to do kill him with the astral blast, and then I could do Infernal Gaze or Smite on the
tank.
on the gladiator, to take some wounds off it. So that hasn't worked there, but we killed the cyber wolf, and that means less units for David to run around getting objectives with. So I think that's all of my powers now. He can't cast because he's scrambling. He can't cast because he's out of range, and the gate was the most important one for him, but I already did it on this sorcerer over here. And that is definitely all of my powers. So now it just depends whether Magnus feels like it's more important to Doom Bolt one of your units or have a CP reroll for his Inven. And I think the CP reroll for my Inven is better.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because if he lives, I'm going to be very sad.
Yeah. So what I will do, though, is could you just check for me how many of those Terminators can see this wolf pup? Is it just one?
Oh, that wolf pup.
Yeah.
So if you have a look, if you put your measure, I think...
24 is only here. Never mind.
Oh, yeah.
So we are out of range.
Yeah, there's the wolf pup. Look how happy he is. He'll live.
So what we've got to do in that case then is we've got to shoot this unit here. Their 10 shots are going to go into him.
Oh no. He'll live. He's fine.
Let's see what we can do. Ooh. David.
Do you want to think about it?
David. No, all I'm thinking is, if I charge him instead and just wrap him, you've got 0 CPs. So next turn you'll get 1, so you can't get out of there. That means your gladiator can't shoot them.
Yeah.
So your gladiator doesn't have a good target then.
Yeah.
And that could be quite nice.
Could be.
It could be.
Could be.
So I think...
Could be very nice.
No, I'm going to shoot him. So I'm hitting him on 3s. So there's 3 automatic wounds.
Okay, that's pretty good.
And then these are winning on 4s. It's another 2. So 5 saves.
It's 4 up.
There
Do
you
you have
go.
any AP?
So these are -1, so 5
5
ups.
ups.
Just about right.
Just about.
Triple
He
6,
tried.
man. He tried.
He
He
did
definitely
try.
tried to live. He definitely
Wolf
tried
pups
to live.
always go out hard.
I don't really think I have any of the shooting, to be honest with you. I don't think anybody else is. I don't think anybody
Because
else
they
is in range
scrambled,
of
right?
anything.
So they can advance.
Yeah, these boys scrambled in the middle, so they can't do anything.
Iron Man advance, we can use his pistol.
Exactly.
So that's gonna be it.
So that is definitely it. So Charges.
Yeah.
Charges. So this is important. This is a 9-inch charge, but with the horn, it's an 8-inch charge. Now, I don't know if I go into Murderfang or if I try and kill these boys here. And I think killing these boys here is probably a better call, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
But
they're both juicy targets.
exactly, and I'm never one to go for the easy one, right? So I should probably try and go and kill Murderfang, shouldn't I? No, because the lightning claws are there, and the lightning claws want to get into them.
Oh,
so they're going to go for the power fist. They're going to go for the power fist squad.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Oh, I failed by 1! 1 off. Oh, and you know, the really unfortunate thing there is Magnus failed Gaze of Fate. Because I could have just re-rolled the one. Yeah. So I don't think it's wise to re-roll that looking for an 8. I think I'm better off saving that like I wanted to.
Just to save Magnus.
For the invulnerable on Magnus,
Yeah.
which
it's that
really
moment
bad.
where you're like, I want both really badly.
Because I know Bjorn's only got 5 attacks now.
Yeah, because he didn't charge.
So you should get 5 hits.
Is Savage Fury working when I didn't charge?
I think so. I think your super buff still
it's
works.
like White Scars is different, but Savage Fury is better.
So I think 5 attacks, because you might get a 1, but then you might get a 6 as well. So you should get 5 hits on me. With rerolls to wound, it's 4 or 5. And with a 3-up invulnerable, the 1 CP reroll is going to be huge.
It might be huge.
Yeah, and it's probably a lot bigger than making this 1 charge. So I think I'm going to leave it, man. I think I'm not going to
I think it's the first time in a battle report when Manny failed the crucial charge.
Yeah, I think so. But the thing is, if I make this charge, Magnus could die.
Yes.
If I use this to make the charge, Magnus could die.
And you won't necessarily make the charge. You have a chance to roll
Exactly.
average.
I have a chance to try again to try and make it, but Magnus will pretty much guarantee die then.
Yeah.
However, I need a bit of luck now, don't I think, to like carry on here.
Oh, I see.
So it could be pretty big for me.
Up to you.
And but I know David has to scramble, and this is one of David's scrambling units. So it could be huge here, I think. Because the thing is, if I fail 2 invulnerables on Magnus, he's dead anyway. I can't re-roll those.
He might die with 1.
So I'm keeping it for a chance to keep him alive. And I think if I'm going to do that, I've got to go with the full chance. So I'm not going to re-roll that.
Okay.
Big choice there.
That was painful, but we got there.
I know, yes. So all I'm going to do is this sorcerer is going to attempt to charge there. I think it's going to be like a 10, just because he has to go around Magnus, but he was 9 away. So let's have a look if he can make it. No. And that would have been a fail.
Reroll, yeah.
That would have been a fail.
I would be so happy if you failed.
I charged there just because I wanted to see whether he's going to make it further. And I know that tank can't overwatch me now.
I don't have CPs now.
So I'm going to charge it.
Okay.
Just because I know you can fall back and shoot, but it's going to cost you your 1 CP. So I'm going to charge it.
Okay.
8. Okay. So, of course, this is just a really small charge here.
Make sure you're 6 inches away from.
Just going to charge there. So I'm just going to go there. So I'm just within 3 of that
Yeah.
objective. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Basically, I just want to hold the 2 objectives with them.
Yep.
And I think I can chain to both of them there. So I'm holding this one and that one, basically. And that's me. So that 1's angle at the front, hitting the die. 2 hits. No wounds.
No wounds.
And then the disc, 1 hit. No wounds. Cool. And then Bjorn, mate.
Oh.
Bjorn. This is because you fight before me. So this is
Bjorn
interesting.
with his
Oh, this is
attacks.
nail biting.
Hitting on 2.
Oh, 2-1. No. Oh, no.
That's free to re-rolling.
Oh, no.
Oh. Oh, that
All
was,
of
that
them.
was yeah, that's all of them. Oh, Bjorn has come out to
So
play.
that was 3s, and you only failed 1. Then you re-rolled it to pass. So I've just got to do the same thing.
Yeah, I suppose. Oh no.
3 up invulnerables.
Oh,
Oh, what?
you failed 3.
Oh, that's so unlucky.
Are you gonna CP1?
No, I don't think it's worth it because you've still got 2d6 damage after that.
Yeah. On
You'd
average,
have to
you should
get-
always be
Yeah,
there.
you would have to get really unlucky to not kill me. So no, I'm going to let it through. So 3d6. Nice, he
definitely
goes down.
dead.
And I don't think Magnus explodes or anything funky like that. So he just goes straight down.
And look, Bjorn killed Magnus like we wanted to.
Yeah, man, that's
He
massive.
pushed him off the table.
He just went, get here, boosh, smacked him in the face.
Oh.
That was really cool. That was really cool.
The exploding sixes really helped.
Yeah, no, yeah. I didn't think he would die there, to be honest with you. I thought he would do a bit more. So he's let me down, to be honest with you. He's done one good
He did
turn.
very well turn one, and then he was like,
he did very well turn one,
bro.
and then he failed absolutely everything else. He's not setting a great example for the Thousand Sons, is he?
Yeah.
But I'm really happy with how everything else is done.
Mm-hmm.
It's unfortunate failing that charge.
Oh yeah,
And also
because
losing
guard
Magnus.
is huge because I can scramble and then I have my lightning claws that can actually do some damage.
Yeah.
Look
No,
at
no,
the
I think,
man.
I think the thing that I'm disappointed about is it's unlucky failing the charge and losing Magnus.
Yeah, because now it gives me a really easy way of getting 2 assassinates.
Yeah,
And
like
that's
I
good.
was saying, like averagely with the 5 attacks, you should probably get 5 hits, which is about 4 wounds as well.
And you've got 3 up.
And then I've got 3 up
With
reroll
a reroll.
with 1 reroll, so he should be okay. But that happened. You rolled quite well. I rolled quite unlucky, and down goes the king, the Crimson King.
That's
Right.
a moral victory for me because I will get 0 CP, 0 powers. Look, you're stopping
You get
me
0
from
what,
getting-
sorry?
Yeah,
Oh,
0 powers.
primaries, yes. Yes, because
That guy was within 3 inches. The guy that died.
Oh,
was
yes, the
here.
Thunderwolf guy, he died.
And now it's 1-1. You control this one, and you took this one.
Yeah, because we've both got 1 on
So
there.
I'm gonna
You've
get
got the
0
gladiator and
primaries.
I've got 1.
That's great.
That was the plan. It was to try and take all the primaries off David. But I have got some decent points there because Scramblers. I managed to finish my Scramblers, so I got 10 points for Scramblers. And then I've got 4 for Linebreaker again because those Terminators and that Sorcerer are just not moving from David's deployment. And the thing is, I didn't need the CP there because Magnus was dead. So at least I have a CP going into David's turn. That can help me a lot. So, one thing that we forgot to do there is, David, you get 3 assassinate points because you killed Magnus.
Oh yes, I completely forgot.
Yeah, boy.
And now I just completed my scramble, so there's gonna be 10 more points there.
Yeah, oh, just add him on now.
Yeah.
David, scramble it. There's nothing I can do to stop him scrambling, which is very nice. Look how close the points are, man.
Yeah.
And David's got more to be had this turn as well.
Oh,
so
hopefully
you know,
a lot
don't just look at that. But I'm really happy that he didn't manage to get any primaries there.
Yeah,
I managed to stop his
I'm
primaries.
really sad about the primaries, but I will try to pay.
Yeah, it was the only thing I could do in case everything went wrong with Magnus.
Yes.
I did, didn't it, buddy? It did, didn't it, buddy? Yeah, it's these guys here that scrambled, isn't it, David?
Yep, they just moved 12 to hide from most of the shooting.
Yeah, they're in my deployment zone. I couldn't get into them, and they've just scrambled.
My Thunder of Cavalry advanced to 1 again.
Again?
So they will have an 8-inch charge to this guy. But obviously I will shoot them and stuff, so mine will take him away, so I'll
It'll
probably
be a
have like
bit
a 9 or 10. But that's the sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Yeah, and then what's happening here?
So Bjorn moved within 4 of him, and within 5 of him. He's gonna shoot everything into that sorcerer because he's got 5 up invuln and 4 wounds to give me 3 assassinate points.
Yep.
Then all of them are gonna charge Ahriman.
Mug Araman. Absolutely. Mug Araman. And then what's happening?
And then,
oh, yes, you've got a Thunderwolf here, haven't you?
Nigel has come out for Living Lightning to do as much damage as I can to them, and within 6 inches, I'm trying to do D3 mortal wounds on them as well.
Nice. Nice.
And smite them, and
like
charge them, and finish them off.
I like it.
And shoot into combat and all that good stuff.
Oh, look
So-
how confident he's feeling.
Yeah.
He's feeling confident.
Yeah, after Magnus is dead, I feel so much better. Because you're about to lose all your psychic powers, basically.
Oh, yeah. Are you out of 24 of my denies? Just, you want to be out of 24, don't you?
Oh, see, that's something I definitely pre-measured. Because, yeah, look, I'm just out of 24. And I'm just at 24 there.
Very nice. Very nice. Oh, yes. So, just the one thing, because obviously he was right against this window, wasn't he? And he only moves 5 inches, doesn't he? Because he's in Terminator
Oh, he was
armor.
5, I measured 6. He was here.
Oh, you measured 6. Okay, I see.
He
yeah.
was slightly here. Oh, no, so he has to be. That's fine. You
Ah,
can try
very
and deny.
nice. So I can try to deny him
You
at
can
least.
try to deny.
Okay, that's something I can do. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Because you could advance 1 inch, right?
But
So
I
you
can
could advance
charge.
1 inch, but you can't charge then.
I want to charge because he's
You
quite a
wanna
beast in combat.
He's really good in combat.
So the main thing I want is to charge because I'm going to shoot into combat.
Very
anyway.
nice. Well,
So-
the deny is one thing I have at least.
So I'm going to start with Living Lightning,
Very nice.
which is an 8 because I would +1.
I will try to deny that. No,
Not like that, you won't.
No, I won't.
D3. That's 1.
One more time.
And then on a I roll. And on a 5+, it's D3 to the other squad within 6 inches.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, 5 plus D3 mortal wounds. So that guy is gonna suffer D3. Eat it!
Oh, nice. Is it a unit within 6 inches?
Within
is
6
it?
inches, yeah.
Oh, okay, very nice. Is that on a special cast or anything, or is it just?
No, I just roll, and on a 2 to 4 it's 1 mortal wound. On a 5 plus, it's 3 mortal
Oh,
wounds.
okay. It was only on a 5 plus.
Mm.
Very nice. So he goes down. Oh no! Bing.
Yeah, closest other enemy unit within 6 inches.
Nice kill. Nice kill, David.
And then he's gonna smite
That
because
was a nice
why not,
kill.
right?
Yes. Yeah. You got to try it, right?
Yay! Goes off on a 10.
Very nice.
Almost a big smite.
Denied.
That's definitely
Denied on a
denied.
12. Very nice.
I know.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
That's fine.
So
is
one
on
guy's
one
just taken 1 wound. I'll take that.
That's
I
all
will
my
take that.
psychics. Then we're gonna have the shooting, right?
Shoot
We have to
him.
start with Bjorn.
Oh, Bjorn.
Bjorn is
Don't
gonna
do
go
it,
into
Bjorn.
the poor sorcerer. 1 hit,
Okay.
1 wound.
Okay. 5 pin vulnerable. Oh, he's failed it.
It's D6 plus 2.
I know. But they're pretty much dead anyway because you've got the lightning claws
They
there
are
too.
pretty
So I'll
much
just let you have it.
It's just that.
Just about, yeah, because it's plus 2
6
damage.
plus 2.
So it's 4. So he goes. Pew!
So that's 3 assassinate points.
Nice kill, David.
1, 2, 3.
Nice kill.
So I'll throw a crack grenade into Ariman.
Let's do it.
Hits. Wounds.
Goes through.
D3.
1, yeah.
So you're down to 3.
It's got 3 wounds.
Baby shots.
Poor Ara, man. Mate, you are going to get absolutely mugged now, mate. You're going to have to do this on your own.
I'll throw a crack grenade into them.
Oh, nice, yeah.
Let's see if I hit. I do. I won't.
Oh, you can't. They're in combat, David.
Oh, they are. Oh no, he noticed. He's onto me, guys.
I'm onto you, David. I'm onto you.
I'm gonna shoot everything from Murder Fang into
Oh,
them.
yes, Murder Fang
Heavy
and
flamer?
Flamer and such. 1 shot, okay. Wounds. It's not blast, is it? Flamer? No?
Don't think so. Because you can do it in combat, right?
Nope, 1 dies. So I'm definitely taking off that one.
Yeah, I think it's still the same charge unless I kill more.
Oh, okay, maybe.
But I'm gonna do some waters. 3. Oh, 2, sorry.
2 wounds. 5 pin vulnerables. 2 more die. There we go. Ding ding. Okay.
And now, I think it's. I'm gonna shoot into combat with everything I have.
Oh, yes, the gladiator.
Yes. And my Icarus rocket pod will have +1 to hit, right? Because
And
you
-1
fly.
because you're in combat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Very nice.
So, 1, 2, 3,
It's a lot of shots, guys.
4. That's 24.
24 shots.
The main gun.
This should hurt a lot.
Force.
Force to hit.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's better than hitting on freeze.
Yeah, no, I was assuming this to be quite good, to be honest. I just didn't want that tank to be shooting other stuff.
Other stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Threes. You didn't want them to shoot him, did you?
Yeah, I didn't want him to shoot into
Oh
the big
my
Zangor
God.
squad. And these are just 5 pin vulnerables.
Yeah.
This could be the end of the unit. Yes.
So 1 was on 1 wound.
2, 3, 4 dead. So there's just 1 left on a wound, so I'll take him off because you've got loads and loads of
other
multi
shots.
there. So yeah, David, if you could just grab those 3. Let's put them over here on the dead pile.
I think that's the most damage he's done
Oh
so
no,
far.
they're all dead. Look at them.
No.
Oh yes, put them up there.
Okay.
There we go. All
So
dead.
now, I think that's all that shot. Charges, right?
Charges.
Murder
Yes.
Fang.
Murder Fang.
Yeah.
David.
Yeah?
Do it when I bring the camera over, bruv.
I did it
Calm
quickly.
down.
I did it quickly.
Getting excited.
Yeah. Well, why wouldn't I get excited? I want to kill stuff.
Yeah, I know. It's Murder Fang, isn't it?
And then I will roll the Bjorn.
Bjorn? Oh, yes, Bjorn over here, yeah.
Yeah.
So, what, like a 4-inch shot?
I was so scared he's not going to make it. And the lightning claws. So when
Very
I saw
nice.
that one, I was like, boys.
Awesome. So, they're all in there.
So they're just going to go in there. Nothing special.
Yeah.
Just like that. And then we
Then
got
it's just these boys. Just measure where they are.
So they are
'Cause I killed
probably
the
like a
ones at the
10-inch
front.
charge, I assume.
Yeah, they look like they're
within
within 10,
so it's
yeah.
9-inch
So,
charge.
it's a 9-inch charge. Very nice.
Oh!
So, I saw the 6. Oh, you do have a CP?
I would definitely CP that. There's nothing else I will CP.
You sure?
Because I can get full rerolls to hit and wound, right? But
Yeah.
I will.
You will? Okay.
CP Overwatch.
Bit risky on a 9. For the chance to roll a 9.
But I can really do it.
You can hurt the squad a lot if you get it.
I'll do that.
Okay.
Because I don't want you to kill Murderfang.
Makes sense?
No.
Unfortunately.
I just don't see another use for that CP right now.
Okay.
So.
It would have been really good for you if they got in there though, bro.
Yeah, because
would've
the
hurt a
wolves
lot.
do so much damage.
It would have
right?
hurt a lot, yeah.
Uh,
Oh no.
You cannot
man.
interrupt, right?
You're dead, son.
So
No, I can't interrupt.
I'm just gonna mug Ahriman first.
Yeah, mug
With
Ahriman
Bjorn.
first.
With
Definitely.
Bjorn.
Definitely.
Twos. All hit, no explosions though. And twos, right?
Yeah.
With rerolls. Oh, 5.
Okay. Right then, Ahriman, you've got 4 up in vulnerable, mate.
Oh no.
How tough are you going to make this for him? Huh. Well, that could be what my CP's used for. But no, because you could still kill him with 1, and also you've still got lightning claws. So.
D6.
4 wounds.
Just about.
Just about dead. Very nice. And that's more assassinate points for you, David.
Yep.
Got another 3 assassinate points there.
And he'll stay there.
Yeah.
And then I get 3 assassinate points.
Oh, look at that,
The
man.
points are catching
He's
up.
storming up on the points a lot here this turn.
And now, let's do Murderfang.
Murderfang!
He's the fun stuff,
The
isn't
fun one. Here we go.
he? 8 attacks.
Yes.
Hitting on 2s. No rerolls, but 2 explosions.
Very nice.
And killing on 2s. I mean,
2s
you've
and
got
3
it.
rolls.
Yeah. That's
Right.
it. What? 3, 6, 9.
So we've got 5 pin vulnerables. Plus 2.
So that's 7
I'll
dead.
take that. 7 die.
pretty
Okay.
good.
So 7 die, and then I'm going to hit you back, aren't I? So let's get some dice.
No.
So everybody, my attacks back. I've got this many plus another 6 attacks to hit him with. Now I do reroll hit rolls against characters as well.
And he happens to be a character.
Yeah, so I could do quite a lot here, but then I'm wounding him on 5s and I'm only minus 1 AP.
Mm-hmm.
So I could use my 1 CP on veterans here, but I would really like to go into my turn with 2 CPs. So I'm not sure whether I should do this or not, but at this point, I really need to be killing units in David's army.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, he's just going to run all over me. So I think I have to use veterans here,
Okay.
pretty much.
Just to be safe.
Just to be on the safe side. I have to use veterans to be on the safe side, but I'm not going to do it because I'm not safe.
Okay.
So.
So
Let's try it without veterans.
Hitting on 3s.
Hit on
reroll.
3s. Rerolling hit rolls.
Oh, and you mentioned they don't get.
They don't do the
False
auto
Emperor.
wounds. Oh yeah, they don't get the False Emperor. So I'll just roll them here. These are the rerolls. Okay, and then I got another 6 dice. So well, it's this many. I'll roll these to wound, and
It
then I'll
should
do
be
the
enough.
6 dice.
Technically, I think.
Hopefully. Right. Ah! Oh, it should
Loads
be,
of 6s.
5s and 6s to wound. Okay.
That's quite a lot. It's like half.
Oh yes, it is. Yeah, you should probably roll these before I roll the other 6
Yeah,
attacks.
it's good. 4 up save now,
This
right? Because
could
it
just
minus
kill
1.
him. Yes. So I'll just put this. There you go. Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Oh yes, they will say it's a pass. It's fine.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's dead. Does he blow up?
Yay!
Look at him.
Yeah, I think I had to be a little bit risky there
Yeah.
and
well,
not use
I
veterans.
think you should definitely kill
because
him.
I've lost a lot. I've lost a lot now, and all of my characters except for 1 are dead. So I've lost a lot of psychic powers. So I need them to do like combat damage now.
Yeah.
So because of that, I get to consolidate 3 now.
Mhm.
So these boys get to go like that, but the 2 on this end have to go that way, like that, close to that guy. So I'm pretty sure I've got to consolidate in that manner. And then I owe David a morale test.
Oh, yeah. I'm hoping for mine it was like 10.
Bloody hell. Right, so I need to roll a 1 because he did kill 10 of them.
Yeah.
So I have to roll a 1 here. Nope. So that's 1 runs.
And then how many left?
18 left.
18 left.
18 left.
You can roll 10 ones. I've seen Dan do this
6,
before.
12,
And
18.
you're not below half.
Whee!
Just ones.
It's just ones. Oh!
Whoa.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, okay.
That's
We
big.
didn't need that. That was pretty unlucky. More than double run. Okay. So 3 should have ran there, but 7 run.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's. I think that's going to change the game. It's going to cost me a lot.
So point-wise, it
So
got pretty
3.
close, didn't it?
4, 5, 6, 7 die there.
That's huge for me.
It is.
It's one of my while we stand units. I think that's
oh
the
yeah, I
biggest
completely
difference.
forgot as well we stand.
Yeah, so I think that's the biggest difference. But I lost almost as many to morale there as David killed in his turn.
Yeah, I killed 10.
So yeah, that sucks a bit. But David got some good points there.
Yes.
So your scramblers went
I
up,
got
as
my
you can
warrior
see.
pride.
Yes, definitely got warrior
Finally
pride.
getting some points on it. I've got my assassinates.
Mm-hmm.
I've got scramblers, and it's 43-42. Money's gonna get
10 primaries because I'm
10
still on them too.
primaries.
So that helps me a little bit.
I'm hoping to get 10 or 15 in mine because I'm aiming for 15, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, he's aiming for 15, and I'm gonna try and make him get 10.
Yeah, because if I get 15, I kind of
Yeah,
make
David
up for what he
will,
denied.
David will go quite far in front of me if he gets 15. I need to stop him here because I'm not going to get very many points on while we stand. I might get 5 now because the Zangor can't get away from David now. But the Terminators, I think, have a decent chance of surviving.
They do.
So I should probably get 5, but I'm going to struggle because I've lost so many then. We're running really low on units. But I got plans. I think I can, because I had that one turn where I managed to get David on 0 primaries, I believe I can make him only get 10 here as well. If something goes right for me, I can make him get just 10 here instead of 15. And I think that really helps me because I can pretty much guarantee 5 at least in my next turn. And hopefully David doesn't get another assassinate point. He only gets warrior pride. And if he only gets warrior pride, then I can still get 5 while we stand with my Terminators. I think the Zangors are definitely going to die now. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to go while we stand. I don't think I'm going to be able to while we stand them because we lost too many to morale. But I can get some more line breaker points here now by playing it a bit safer as well. And I have one trick I can do. But it's risky. It's risky because if I fail the trick, like if I fail my charge, it's a 9-inch charge, guys. That's the thing. I've got a 9-inch charge with a CP reroll. Yeah. But if that fails, David will get 15 primaries. If it goes off, then he'll only get 5 primaries. So it's a big difference. So what I can do basically, I'll just quickly explain. If they get Sorcerer's Facade off with their Sorcerer, they can move 9 inches away from the Impulsor there. And then if they make their charge, I'll steal that objective off David. And the Zangors are obsec on this one. So David will only get 5 primary points.
Yeah, but I also got a squad in there.
Oh, he's got this one. Oh, so he'll get 10 anyway. Never mind. Yeah, that means he'll get 10 points anyway.
Oh yeah, when you said I can get 5, I was like, oh no.
Yes, no, yeah. So he can get 10. He can get 10 anyway. And then if I fail my power, I have to stay put. But they're on that one already. If I stay put, so again, that's David only getting 10 points. But if I manage to get my power off and then I fail my charge, David gets 15. Yeah. So I think it's more risky to try and do the charge. So I think I'm better off. Wow. After talking about it, it seems like I'm better off not doing it. Okay.
That's a good plan.
Exactly. So first of all then, I will try to cast, with that sorcerer over there who's got the extra damage, he will try to cast Infernal Gaze over here.
On him?
Yes.
And he's outside of deny range?
Yes, outside of deny range. It does go off on a 6. So I roll 3 dice looking for 4 pluses. He rolls 2. And because of his warlord trait,
+1. So
it's +1. So he does 3 mortal wounds.
Oh, is it? I thought it's. It's +1.
+1, yeah. +1 on the total power.
Oh, I thought it's on every die.
Oh, not every dice. No, just +1
so he's
more
down to
wound.
1 wound.
Yes, so he's got 1 wound left. And then I could smite into the tank. Or I can do Zinch's Firestorm into him. Ooh. So I'm going to smite into the tank.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I'm going to do Zinch's Firestorm.
Okay.
Zinch's Firestorm goes off because of the +1 relic on a 7. So I'm going to hit the wolf with this.
So any 6s he's
into. Oh, no, sorry, in the tank. I'm going to hit the tank with this.
Oh,
so I'm looking for 6s. Yeah. So there's 2, and with his power, +1. So it's 3 mortal wounds on the tank.
Down to 7.
So he's down to 7. It's pretty nice.
Yet. Almost.
Down to 7, and then I will spend 1 C. Oh no, hold on. I've got to do my other powers first.
Oh yeah, it's the end of the psychic phase.
Yeah, end of the psychic phase. So first of all, this guy here is going to do the -1 to hit power on his own unit. No, doesn't go off. And then it's just the Terminator Sorcerer, and it depends whether I want to try this deep strike thing or not. You know what? I will try it
I will try it and see what happens. Sorcerer's Facade. It does go off.
Okay.
Okay, so I can redeploy them.
That's
Let's see
tempting,
where they can
isn't
get to.
it?
Let's see where they can get to. So, well, over here, it's all about. Just going to quickly explain. It's all about whether I can get 9 inches away from this tank while staying on my objective, which will be pretty hard to do, but it could be doable. Is the only thing I'm thinking. Like if I can chain along
On that weird chain thing. Oh, there you go.
5. Oh yes, yes. So 2 there, 2 there, and then 2 there. 2 there, have to be a bit closer. But then 2 there gives me a bit of wiggle room. Oh, 2 there gives me quite a bit of wiggle room. To there.
You'll be close.
It's going to be very close. Exciting.
I think you're going to be just in.
there. Be there. Oh, I'm going to be well in. Oh yeah, because they're already within 3 of the objective.
Look how much
Don't
ground
even
you
need to
cover.
move, so I can actually move forward a little bit. Like that. Bring them forward a bit. There we go. Hey, that's
You guys
amazing.
will see
Look
what
at
happens
that.
if I kill one.
Oh yes, if David kills one, I will be completely and utterly screwed. Look at that chain of Terminators. Oh, that's a bit. I love it. I think that's great.
Look at this.
I think that's great.
It's still better than the bikers, isn't it?
Yeah. So that guy's down to 7, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 1 CP, and I am going to cast an extra power with the sorcerer, and he's going to smite the tank as well.
Smite. Okay. You want to bracket me?
Yeah, it's a 9.
D3.
So D3 plus 1, so 3 more. So he's down to 4.
7, so he's down to 4.
Wow, very nice. He's done well taking 6 wounds off it.
Yep.
So it's down to 4. Now the interesting thing is here, that obviously the Terminators can shoot. So because I got my power off, I think I should get quite a few shots in now. And I could just kill it with shooting.
Might be.
Is what I'm thinking. 24. Yeah, so 4 out. So we got 6 in. Or we could shoot this boy. Here. With 4 of them. I think that might be the thing to do. So 4 of them will shoot there, and 2 of them will shoot the tank. Okay. So 4 of them into the buff dude. 1,
So that's 16 shots, right?
2, yeah, 3, 4. Hitting on 3s.
It's not very good.
No, it's not good. But we only need 1. So
need
5 to wound. 3 wounds there.
And I've got a 4 up in one, right? No, 3 up safe, because I've got 1 up safe.
It's -2.
Yeah, so 3 up safe.
You've got a 2 up save, so.
Oh, yeah. I forgot it's not the...
So it's a
armor
4
of
up. Yeah. Oh! You could just fail them all, yeah?
I just needed to fail 1 to die.
So he's dead. I like it. And then we've got 2 guys shooting into the tank. Those 3 miss.
And 6s.
And then these are 6s, yes. 1. 1 -2, 1 5 up. There you go.
5 up.
Nope.
So he's down to 3.
It's down to 3.
Which is definitely the bottom bracket.
No, I don't think it is, you know. Oh, yes, I think
Because
it's
he's got
because he's got
12
12. I think it's 6-3. So at least we put him on bottom bracket. I quite like that. Now,
There we go.
the interesting thing here is I'm on 3 objectives and David's on 3. If they make their charge, I can leave the one that they're on at the back to try and kill the tank. And then I take that one off David. And then he's still on 2 and I'm still on 2 as well. So actually, it's worth trying the charge anyway. So I'm going to go for it. Let's see if we can get the charge up.
Might as well, right?
9-inch charge. And that's what I'll use my 1 CP on.
Okay.
Actually, hold on. I think so. Because I just want to see, if you shoot me back, how much damage will that actually do? Not too much, actually, right? Because you're only -1 AP now?
Yeah. 1 damage. So
And I get
you
+1
have
against
plus.
1 damage. So yeah, I will use my CP to reroll that. Let's see if we can do it. No. So we failed that one. But that's not the end of the world, actually. We've got a few points. I've got 3 more line breaker points. And I'm pretty far ahead there, but David is going to get 10 points on primaries, and he's going to get some warrior pride, maybe another assassinate.
I've got a lot of thinking. I've got a lot of thinking to do.
It's going to be close.
Okay, so the tides have turned a little bit if I make my charges. Oh, no. So the plan is, I need to make 9-inch charge here, 9-inch charge here, some small charge here, a lot of shots into them. They need to be dead, and they need to be dead.
Yeah, the Zangos need to be dead. You need to kill these.
What I've done with my gladiator, because he only moves 3 inches on the bottom of the profile, he like zoomed forward all 3 inches, touched the wall so you can see, because normally it's obscuring. And if Manny makes the charge and kills him, he's still gonna be outside of 3 inches of the objective.
Very nice.
At the end of the game.
Very nice.
And Nigel the sorcerer, he's in range of the deny for the gate, or whatever it's called.
Cool! Yeah, the
So I don't want you moving around the table. Bjorn is in the corner, blocking 9 inches as much as he can.
Yeah.
And we'll see where it goes.
Very nice, mate. Very nice.
Oof.
So what's first for you then? Psychic power. Psychic powers.
We're gonna do living lightning.
You're gonna living lightning. Okay.
Goes off on an 11.
Oh, it's a smite. Okay.
D3. 2 mortal wounds.
2 more wounds.
On the
Okay.
terminators.
I'll take it on the sorcerer. The sorcerer at the very front.
How many wounds does he have?
3. Oh no! 2. I'm old Terminators. Ah.
Oh.
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 Oh no. Yeah, he's dead. Take him off, David. He's dead. He's dead.
So now
What's next?
I'm gonna roll,
Oh yes.
and he takes a mortal wound. Doesn't really matter.
Oh nice, the cool sorcerer.
It won't matter at all. You might have gotten me outside of 18 inches with that.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, so you can't smite me? Ah, okay, perfect.
Because I forgot they don't happen at the same
Yeah,
time.
guys, look, see, so I've got a triangle on this end and a triangle on that end. But if basically I put the sorcerer on the end because he could have tried to deny something, and then after that I couldn't lose anybody else. Otherwise, I'm going to lose half my squad to coherency check. But now this is the perfect scenario. I've lost my sorcerer, which is annoying, but I'm still alive.
I mean, the funny part is, as bad as it sounds, it doesn't matter if I kill 5 of them or none of them because they're not going anywhere anymore.
Yeah, that's it.
So they will be on that objective because they cannot get on that objective. So that effectively doesn't really change much.
True, very true.
So let's do a frag grenade from them.
Oh, frag grenade from these boys into the Zangos.
4 shots.
Nice.
4 hits. 1 wound.
5 big vulnerable.
Yeah.
1 dead.
Yeah.
1 dies from here. Okay. And then you've got the
I'm not sure if I want to shoot him into them or not.
Oh, into them. Remember, I have a 2-up save against it.
Yeah, and it doesn't really matter if you lose any of them, does it?
No, because I've got
Sorcerer
a
was the
2-up
only
save. You're -1 AP, but then I get
+1 because I'm
+1
damage.
save against 1 damage.
And
yeah,
it
so
literally doesn't matter how many there are. Literally doesn't matter. I think.
Oh, it's going to be hard to kill one as well. You need to fail 3 2-up
Oh yeah,
saves.
but what I'm saying, even if no, we've got 2 ones.
Oh yeah, you need to fail 2 2. Oh, 2 2-ups.
Yeah,
That's not that bad actually.
Which is easier. Yeah.
Could kill half my squad.
Bjorn is gonna shoot his meltite to them.
Oh, into them. Okay. Oh, I suppose it's the only target, isn't it?
1 wound.
1 wound. Dead.
2 damage.
Right then, David. What's the gladiator actually going to do then?
They should definitely kill them in the charge. They've got 20 attacks with rerolls.
Yeah, they have got 21 attacks, man, in that wolf guard
21
unit
attacks.
with the lightning claws, hitting on 2s and exploding as well.
And I'm obsec.
Why?
Oh no, Wolfguard is not obsec.
No.
They're courier.
I'm obsec.
You know what? Since I really don't think it matters if I kill any one of them, I will just shoot into the Zangors. I think that's a better choice.
Yeah, wipe them out, mate.
I'm gonna shoot
stand.
the Icarus rocket pod into them because that might do something.
Yeah.
So Icarus rocket pod, it's what, 2 shots you mentioned? You remember?
Icarus is D3, I believe.
D3 shots. 2. 1 hits. Doesn't move.
Unlucky.
1.
Oh yeah, I suppose it's hitting on 5s, isn't it, on the bottom
Yeah.
profile?
3. 4.
That's 5.
That's nice. Oh, that's not bad. That's into Zangors, obviously.
Yep. Half decent.
And 3.
Oh yes.
That's good.
Yes. So 5
Okay.
vulnerables. Oh no, 5 die.
Ooh. And then the bolters. Do they always get max shots?
No, it's 4 shots each.
So it's it's a different one.
4 shots each. You'll get 8 shots each if you're in rapid fire.
Yeah,
It's a good bolter. It's a very good bolter.
5s. That's not too shabby. 3 hits. And 4s. 2 saves.
5 pin vulnerables. Double pass.
That makes them much more easier to kill, though.
Yeah, they should guarantee die if you get in now. You make your charge. The Zango unit is dead.
I think that's all from our shooting, isn't it?
I think so.
Heavy stabber.
Oh yes. The stubber.
2 saves.
2 saves.
You're going for
5
it.
pin vulnerables. 2 dead.
2 more dead. That makes the charge a bit harder.
That helps me actually. Yeah, because if I kill that one and that one.
Yeah, there's gonna be like what, 7 inch?
Ooh, charge might be like 7 inches now, David.
But lots of them died.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So, that's the scary face.
It's combat now, isn't it, mate?
Charges.
Charges, yeah. Oh, these are scary here. These ones are.
Let's try this charge.
Try that charge. Okay.
Because that's the one I'll be re-rolling. Because that's the one I want to get in.
Are you sure you don't want to do this lightning claw one first?
Yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah, because they can do a lot of damage walking around with OPSEC, right?
Yeah, it's the fact that they've got obsec.
Yeah, I'll just make the charge. I won't even measure what it is. I'll just make the charge.
Yes. Ooh, 12! Woo! Yeah, it's safe to
Not
say that
even
Zango
close.
unit is about to get absolutely butchered. Yeah.
I'll leave one in the back.
Right,
I'll
now
do it.
it's these 2 9-inch charges here, David. Oh.
It's probably worth...
If you could fail these here for me, mate, that would be
I need to roll a 12 there as well.
glorious. That would be incredible.
It's like that, right? Assume something like that. So, these guys... I'll CP reroll that. Because that's the one I want to CP reroll.
Yeah, you want to get the Wolf Guard in there, ideally.
So... Oh!
11!
So good.
Yeah, boy, straight in there. Straight in.
Stay an inch away.
Awesome. And then you got your cavalry as well?
Yeah. And my cavalry. Easy charge. Nope.
Unlucky.
That cavalry didn't make a single charge.
Yeah, that cavalry's done pretty terribly, man.
Okay, but I'm happy that they got in.
Yes. So,
You cannot interrupt,
Your
right?
attack
So
no.
might as well just...
I
I'll
can't
do
interrupt.
them first.
Yep, power fists.
They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and a pack leader.
I wish I had a CP for if I didn't hit the rerolls, I can do mortal wounds on the charge.
More wounds, yeah, I bet
That
you
would be
do.
so helpful.
I bet you do. See, he tried to cast -1 to hit on his own unit, but that
Hitting on
failed.
fours.
Yeah. Because it would have been nice to
Oh.
make you hit on 4s here.
Look at the misses. Luckily, I've got 3 exploding 6s.
Yeah, you've got 3 explosions, that'll
So
help.
that kind of makes up for the average.
Yes.
And then 2s.
Yeah, 2 to wound, just toughness 4. Oh,
Look at the ones.
chucking dice at me.
I rolled 4 ones.
Oh, that was pretty unlucky, actually.
So you've got 6 invuls.
Oh, might survive. 5 pin vulnerables. Oh, pass 1.
No CPs.
Oh.
Just in.
So they all die? Oh,
That was really stressful for a minute.
Yeah, I bet it was.
And I can pile in that way, I assume, right? Because I want to get away from you.
Oh yeah, I think the Zangors are closer to you than the Terminators, probably.
I'll just check the last guy, right? So
No,
they're
the,
like
the
15.
closest guy is the one you want to check. Oh yes, the one that's furthest
No,
from me.
they're the closer.
Oh, they're closer. Okay.
I'm just gonna do that regardless. Because I don't want to move him any closer.
Oh yeah, you don't want to move any
Do
closer.
you want me to roll that?
No, the 2 Zangors are definitely dead.
Because I think they're definitely
Yeah.
dead.
So the 2 Zangor are dead, and all the Rubric is
that's
dead.
it.
Look at the board, everyone. Space Wolves everywhere.
Yeah.
Look
And
at that.
points.
I've got my heroic Terminator squad with that one damaging sorcerer who doesn't care
Yeah.
alive.
So, we've got 3 for the Warrior Pride. And that's it.
Ooh.
You need to make 1 point.
Yeah, boy, I think I can do this.
I think you can easily do it without doing anything.
Yeah, boy. Right, we're in the end game here, in the end game, and
End game situation. 2
you know,
minutes.
there's quite a few wolves here, you know, like trying to run up the board at us, trying to make a show of us, and I'm going to teach them a lesson here.
Yeah, we're running over Prospero.
I'm gonna teach you my
like
lesson.
we're supposed to.
I'm going to teach them a lesson.
You know what happened last time we came to Prospero? Bruv,
Not what's going to happen this time.
where's Magnus?
That's what happened.
Where's Magnus?
Right, so the sorcerer there is going to try an astral blast over here.
Ooh, he's
Let's
out of the
do
language,
this.
I understand.
Yes, just out of 24 of Nigel.
Ooh, again.
So it goes off on a 7. And then he does D3 plus 1 on the Wolf Guard. 3 mortal wounds.
So 1.5 dead.
And then 2 on the Thunderwolf Cavalry as well. So one of them's down to 2 wounds. Front or back?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter really, does it? Okay, and then 1.5 of them dies, and then he's going to smite them as well. Yeah, boy! It's a big one!
Oh, you've got 3 wounds left, you can die.
Oh, yes I can. Well, there's a new stratagem, you know.
Actually.
In Ritual of the Damned. Actually. Oh yeah, because I've only got 3 wounds left.
Because you
so I don't really want to die here. And because he could do mortal wounds to the Scarab Occults as well, can't it?
Oh yeah, because he blows up.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be epic.
There's a stratagem in here.
For feel no pains?
And Adepts of the Immaterium, use this strat if a 1,000 Psyker from your army suffers the powers of the warp. The Psyker does not suffer powers of the warp.
What?
So I can still have the big smite and not take the perils.
That is shocking.
And that could end this squad.
Yeah, these 6 mortal wounds definitely could end the squad.
So, but I think I might just risk it, you know.
You don't risk it for the risk.
I might just risk it. Right, I'm going to risk it.
Okay.
So how many more wounds does your squad take? Let's do that first. 3, because of my +1.
Oh, yeah. So
no.
It kills 1.5.
Yeah,
so...
and what about me? 3! No! He's killed himself! That's what greed does to you.
He exploded.
He exploded. Oh! No, sorry. If I explode, my power doesn't go off, does it? Oh.
So you do use this.
So, I shouldn't have risked it. I wasn't going to risk it for a biscuit, was I? I was like, don't worry, I can try and kill you with another power. But it's alright, I didn't know. So he dies.
Okay.
And the power doesn't go off, basically. So.
Are you going to kill 5
that was the wrong
Terminators?
decision. I totally forgot that my power doesn't go
Are you going to kill 5 Terminators?
Yeah, I think they take D6 more wounds or something like that. I'm not sure how many they take. 1. Okay. Rolled a 1. So they take 1 more wound.
The coherency doesn't kill them.
Yeah, I'm just going to put it on one guy on the end
this
over
guy, I
there,
see.
basically. Yeah, just something like
It
that.
doesn't really matter because nothing will shoot you back.
Yeah, so 1.5 of these are dead, basically, aren't they, from the Astral Blast?
So we just leave 1 on the objective every time.
Yeah, leave 1 of the objectives taken from this side. Right.
It's 1.5 from the blast and 1.5 from the previous power.
No, just 1.5 from the blast.
Oh, because
Smite doesn't go. Yeah, that was a terrible choice. I totally forgot about that. Because what I was thinking there, guys, my trail of thought was if he risks it there and he does decent mortal wounds on the D6 plus 1, then I can cast an extra power with my CP and do Infernal Gaze and take like another 3 more wounds.
So it was literally.
So he could have wiped the entire squad there, but I didn't. I totally forgot that if I die from perils and power doesn't go off, so I should have used my CP there to stop the perils, basically. It's okay. Never mind. Right. That's the psychic phase done then. And then we've got a bit of shooting. So I'm going to spend a CP here to do Veterans of the Long War. Ooh. And 6 of them can see the Gladiator. Yeah. So they're going to shoot down there. Ooh. And then the 2 over here are just going to shoot into these Thunderbolts. Over here.
There is a tiny beanie window I think you can see through.
Oh, nice. So like 3 of them can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got a tiny window.
Awesome. So 6 that way, 3 this way.
Okay.
That's perfect. So 6 into the tank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Pick up that dice that I dropped. So I'm hitting on 3s.
Not bad.
There we go. Take that one out as well. And then we're winning on 5s with veterans, which is quite nice.
Against a tank, right?
Yeah, against a tank, yeah. So I normally win on 6s, but I've got +1. So 5s. Oh. That was terrible. Okay. Nice. Can't do anything about that. So you got 2 saves to take, 5 ups. Goes through.
He's down to 1.
So he's got 1 wound left. Oh man, I wanted to kill some things in this last turn. Right, so 1,
he killed the sorcerer.
2.
Oh wait, I get 3 assassinate points.
Yeah, you get 3 assassinate points. Oh no, 3 assassinate points.
I didn't even think about it.
Very nice.
Yeah, at least I get 15.
And then my 3 guys shooting into the Thunderwolf Cavalry.
Oh, that's a lot of 6s. I don't know if it gives you anything.
And then, then wounded on 4s with veterans. That's nice. That's really nice. So these are 4 ups, invulnerables.
We know they cannot pass any saves.
Pass 4. Oh, sorry, failed 4.
So 1 dead and a half dead. So
nice.
What's happening is
these down to 2.
Yep.
Very nice. Very nice. See, the plan here, guys, was for these to be dead to the sorcerer with his extra powers and stuff. That definitely should have killed the tank there shooting there. So the plan was to kill the tank, kill them, and then make a charge with these boys into them. And then David has also just got one wolf, Bjorn and Nigel left as well. Yeah. But he's going to have quite a lot more left than me now. But these Terminators can still make a charge and kill some stuff.
Yeah.
But if I do this, I can also die. So there's pretty much no point going for the charge here.
There's really no point.
So I am just going to leave it there and end the game like that.
So how many points are we on?
What that does do is it gives me 5 primaries. So it's 60, 59, and I am more than happy with that.
And then you've got while we stand.
Oh, yes. Sorry, yes. Got 5 while we stand points as well.
It's really close.
Very nice. 65-59, look at that. That was such a close game. If I didn't stop David getting 10 primaries here or something, he would have won the game. It was that close.
Yeah.
That close.
And it was with the dice going bonk. After the first turn of Magnus just destroying my army, I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do here.
Yeah, because he killed that one Thunderwolf unit with all the smites and doom bolted them and everything like that. It seemed pretty good. But then he was very underwhelming for the rest of the game,
wasn't he? He was just scared of Bjorn. He knew he's going to get knocked off the table.
But no, I really like the way that it all functions. And it was very close. Let's have a look in the end game talk a bit more into what we could have done differently and stuff. So close. So close. That close.
What is it? 6
points? 6 points in it, man. 65-59. Very close game.
It's a running theme for you. Last 10 Sorcerer always dies from his own section.
Yeah, my Sorcerer keeps blowing himself up in whatever. In the last game, the Alpha Legion dude just blew himself up, and now the Thousand Sun dude just blew himself up. To be honest, that was very bad judgment on my part. I should have used the CP.
I mean, it didn't really matter too much if he dies or not. But it'll be cool if he just killed everything, right? So that
I was thinking, because I was like, man, he could just wipe this entire Wolfguard unit out and damage the Thunderwolves next to them. I thought it was going to be quite special, and he just decided to blow his own brains.
It was pretty special.
I'm really glad he only did 1 more wound to the Terminators. Because if he did 2 and 1 died, 4 of them would have died until I was incoherency. So that would have been very bad for me.
That's why that chain is so dangerous, right? Because
the chain is very
dangerous. If 1 too many dies, you're like... Oh.
Yeah. That Terminator unit was MVP for me. They didn't do much killing-wise, but them jumping into David's deployment zone turn 1 and having the Sorcerer with them, they were the only squad that was going to scramble in David's deployment zone. Yep. So if we think about it properly, they got me the 10 points for scramblers, because without them I wouldn't have been able to scramble in your deployment zone. So they got me 10 points. Then they got me 5 points a turn for 4 turns. So that's another 20. So they got me 30 points. They were a while we stand. So 35 points because they survived at the end of the game. And because them and the Sorcerer sat in David's deployment zone, they single-handedly got me 15 line breaker points.
Yeah, they did.
So that Terminator unit and the Sorcerer got me 50 points.
Yeah. And I had no way of screening them out or going back and killing them because I barely cleared that side out with all my units.
Yeah. So that was the thing. I only scored 65 points there, and 50 of them were just from the Scarab Cult unit and the Sorcerer. I think the big thing was in turn 1, when you moved all of your Thunderwolf cavalry down the left flank, you were at the top and you moved down the left flank. I saw it and I was like, oh, now if my Scarab Cult Terminators get picked up, and, if they Sorcerer's Facade into your deployment zone in the top right, and they kill the Blade Guard, there's nothing that's going to reach them for 2 turns. Because I was like, you can't afford to send the Thunderwolf Cavalry for them, because it will take them 2 or 3 turns to get there.
And I need them.
Yeah, so I was like, they're pretty much safe now in the top corner after you ran down the one side. And then I was like, if I just apply pressure on the side that you've run into with Magnus, Araman, the Zangor Enlightened, the Shaman, all the rubrics. I was like, if I just push them all down to the left flank on my side, then it's going to take you 3 or 4 turns to deal with them.
Because my Dreadnoughts are too slow.
Yeah.
So they have to stay on that flank, but they are not enough to kill Magnus on a free up for a bit.
Yeah.
So I need to send Thunder of Cavalry as well. And then when I clear them, you've got Zangors coming down, so you slow me down even more. So there's no way I can get to them all game.
Yeah, exactly. That was I saw it as soon as you moved turn 1. I saw it and I was like, oh, I can make it very difficult for you to kill the Scarab Cults, and I can use them to score the majority of my point. And they did. They got the lion's share of my points.
If you think about it, even though they're doing all those points, if only you managed not to deny me all the points in one of the turns.
Yeah.
If I got 5 more points, I would be only 1 point behind.
Yeah.
And if you failed to deny me another point on one of the other turns, I would win by 4 points. It was
Yeah,
so
it was
close.
so close.
But I think
close.
it
Just
was
one
so
thing
close
happening
because
was
of
so-
those psychic shenanigans here. Magnus going in with Hex and not killing. Oh.
Yeah, guys, it's that Scarab Cults. So the Scarab Cults and the Sorcerer got me the lion's share of my points. Magnus, he really disappointed me in this game, to be honest. I'm going to use him again. I'm definitely going to be using him again because I want to see what he can actually do when he pops off quite a bit. Turn 1, he was amazing.
Oh yeah, he killed the Thunder of Cavalry Squad.
Yeah, pretty much single-handedly. So turn 1, he did his job and he killed half a Thunderwolf Cavalry Squad pretty much, and then Arrowman killed another one from there, and then the last one ran away. So he killed half a Thunderwolf Cavalry Squad. I was really happy with that because he did it from range. But then turn 2, he went over. His psychic powers were rubbish. He charged in after Death Hexing something and rolled rubbish. He didn't kill anything.
Oh yeah, but
Really
even though he didn't kill anything, he kind of drew my entire army for like 3 turns in the corner.
Yes, he did. He made you come this way, which is what I needed.
Yeah. He died and all the characters died, but then I didn't do any primaries.
That's why I sent him in, but I did. Basically, what I'm saying is I expected him to do a little bit better. He probably should have.
He should
because after Death Hexing the unit, he should probably wipe them out.
He should give you like a more certain lead to do.
But you rolled all them 6s, didn't you, on your saves, David?
Oh, you told me it was 6s, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I felt it. I felt it this game.
Where is it?
What would Manny do? Just roll 6s, bro. Just roll 6s, bro. No, I think it was a great game. And the only thing I would have changed on my side is when I Sorcerer's Facaded the Terminators into David's deployment zone, I think it should have been a Rubric squad. Yeah. I think I should have Sorcerer's Facaded a Rubric squad to kill like 1 Blade Guard out of the unit there, because the Sorcerer had already killed 2. So there would have been 1 Blade Guard veteran left of the top corner.
3 of them if he's lucky.
Exactly. But then it would have been a 5-man Rubric squad and the Sorcerer sitting in David's deployment zone getting Linebreaker, and my Scarab Cult Terminator squad would have been free to like run around all game, maybe shooting twice with the Inferno combi bolters with veterans. They're pretty good in combat. We didn't get to see them in combat, but Strength 5 power swords with veterans could have really hurt Thunderwolf Cavalry. So I think freeing them up would have been a lot better for me.
And imagine if you would swap all the Zangors with Mortar Terminators. How does anyone go through it?
Yeah, so I think that's definitely the one mistake I made. Putting the Terminators up there, I should have used Rubric Marines to go up there and had the Terminators doing a little bit more, supporting Magnus maybe.
Yeah. I mean, when you did it, I agreed with it.
Yeah.
At the end of the game, when you look back at it, it's like, maybe I could have done it.
Yeah, maybe I could have done it a little bit better. So, some lessons learned definitely there. As we said, first run out for the Thousand Suns. So
epic close game.
Yeah, I'm really happy. I'm really happy with how they've performed. Really close game. And David wants to put another Wolf Lord in, don't you, Dave? Do you want to put another Wolf Lord in?
Yeah, I'm currently converting another Wolf Lord.
He looks amazing.
I am thinking that I always keep one of the Wolf Lords back, and I never utilize him in time. So I want one that I can throw away forward doing damage, and another one coming with the second wave.
Very nice.
Just more damage, more.
Yeah, I think that'd be pretty powerful, to be honest. If you had one running forward with all the Thunderwolf Cavalry, then one coming with the Wolf Guard and the Dreads.
Less survivable, but focused on more attacks and more damage.
Yeah. I quite like that. That's really nice. Well, guys, we really hope you enjoyed the battle report there. Please like and leave comments. Tell us what you think we could have done differently maybe there to get a few more points in the game. I'm opening to learning a lot of things about Thousand Suns because, like I say, I absolutely love them, and that was my first game with them. So anything I learned would be much appreciated. And like we say, if you want more of this content, please head over to glasshammergaming.co.uk and join the elite. Yeah. And until next time, guys. See you later.
See you.